Hello, everybody! How's it going? Welcome, one and all, to Hot Takes. Please tell me everyone can freaking hear me. Yes, they can. Thank God. Yesterday, my thing...
And what about us?
Say something.
Hello? I'm sure. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
No. Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Hello?
Oh, wait, is it really loud? Oh, jeez. Wait.
I don't know
Oh,
if I
you
say
sound like
Where
an angel
are
dust.
you?
Oh, okay. I thought someone was saying this is really loud, not that I sound like angel dust. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. Well, welcome everybody to Ow. Welcome everybody to my show, Hot Takes. So this is a show where I bring on other VTubers and we talk about random topics that we think are interesting, or just random topics that kind of pique our interest, you know, or just heated or something else. And you know, it's Hot Takes. I think you gotta get it. Hopefully. Oh.
Yeah.
What's that finger point?
What? I have the point. I think it's very important.
Man, don't
Did you
finger
guys
bang
know
me.
that if you get enough, you can take off size clothes?
Well,
Why would you
and you
mention
throw
that?
stuff at him, too.
Interestingly,
Why
no,
do you know
I did
that so
not.
specifically?
I mean, Sai, you're the one that decided to put that as a redeem, right?
Everyone wanted it.
And you acquiesced. What do you expect
I'm
people
a
to
people
do?
pleaser.
And whose fault is that, Sai?
It's your fault.
I like giving people smiles. Who's here for a long time, still don't get
And
it.
it works.
Okay. So, just letting everybody know ahead of time. Please feel free, if you have a disagreement, feel free to disagree with everybody, but if I feel like it's getting violent, I reserve the right to kick everyone off.
Agree.
I've had...
kicking that one person off. You're kicking everybody out.
No, you don't understand. I've had to do that
Everybody
once.
involved or everybody?
Yes. What is
Yeah,
it?
there's been.
Why would you punt the cat?
I
If
know,
you
you
deserve
can't
to be
punt the
punted,
cat,
I
man.
will punt you.
No.
We right?
And by punt, we
No
mean
writing.
gently pick you up and then
deserve
put
to
you
be
outside.
He deserves it if he does deserve it, but that's only if it gets too rowdy. But remember, this is a conversation, so feel free to disagree with one another. Please don't make it too violent.
I can put cat ears on you.
Please don't actually put cat.
Yeah, I'm not.
What the?
Well, why not?
You do realize I have a
I
literal.
deleted it.
You do realize I have like an entire redeem
Oh.
called cat mode. You could put me in cat ears.
And might I
Yeah,
suggest you
right.
share your screen so I can actually see where the
That's fair.
heck I
Sorry,
am
give me
in
a
relation to everybody?
Oh yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, aside from the fact I'm kind of short in this form.
Well, to be fair, I don't even have you in here yet. Mostly because it's I gotta grab your shit because. By the way, if Ray goes low poly, don't worry. That's kind of natural.
Yeah, because your internet's kind of substandard.
I mean,
It's natural selection.
I mean, not incorrect technically.
I do want to say thank you for the invite, Sai. I'm very thankful. I'm very
Wait, what
very
the hell?
appreciative to be here.
Oh God, you were so low poly.
It's super. Oh my god.
And that's using OBS Studio, by the way, not the one that should be low poly.
Yeah, no. Well, welcome, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Oh my god, that's such an adorable model, though.
Yeah, I think it's his
Thank
new
you.
one.
It
He's
is so
really low
cute.
poly. I don't know how to
Yep.
fix that, unfortunately. That's just
Oh my
that's
god.
just how
Wait,
he's gonna
you have
be.
trackers on?
Huh?
What was that?
He has. Wait, Ray, you have trackers on?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's in VR check.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
I mean, I haven't.
Full body.
Wait, Shizu, have you seen my 3D model?
I don't think I have actually. Oh no, I have because I rated you
Yeah.
a couple months ago when you were in VR chat. Yes, I
Yeah.
have
Oh,
actually.
yeah. I mean, oh my god, that was a while ago. That was the Halloween event, wasn't it?
It was.
It was a couple months.
But
Oh,
I have a question for everybody. Are you ready for the topics?
Yes, I am. I'm so excited.
Because we got one
Let's begin.
topic that is kind of new for me, but is actually been pissing me off recently. So, new topic!
No.
The first topic of the night is security in social media. Because for all of you to know, I have been having a rough time.
Yeah.
Yeah, to say the least.
So, for those who don't know, personally, I have had my Twitter account hacked. The Twitter account that is of me, that has 2,000 followers, is no longer me. They have locked me out of everything. I can't do anything. Like, even X support doesn't do anything for me anymore. So, they've had to make an entirely
That's
new
what my
one.
pet peeve is.
Oh, no. Well, let me finish the story so everyone get the context. But so that is no longer me. I had to make a new one. Which also today just got shadow banned. So,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Shadow Man?
Yep.
Straight up.
No.
Because
Mhm.
you know what the reason was, I think it was because I was calling my old account hacked, so they thought I was a bot.
Yeah, that.
Mm.
Wait,
So-
if that's the case, that's the fastest response I've ever seen from them. Then.
Oh yeah, it's been like a
Hmm.
week since I got hacked, so yeah, no. But honestly, thank you guys all for actually following me. I managed to get back at least 100 followers within literally 3 days. Thank you guys immensely for that. It did kind of bring a tear to my eye, but thank you guys. But no, the reason I want to talk about this is because I'm curious of you guys' like not like responses, but like your history with this stuff. Like honestly, like what have you guys been doing for your like security for your stuff? Because let's be honest, if your Twitter, Twitch, Twitter, anything like that got hacked, you're basically starting over. So, what do you guys do?
Well, that's a very good question, honestly. For me, I don't really have any higher end measures.
Really?
I mean, aside from 2-point authentication and my phone, there's not really anything further I can do about it. I've heard I heard there's some outlets in order to increase security, but honestly, it really just stems back down to the website itself having better security measures, really.
Still harsh that it
Yeah, I
happened.
agree with that as well.
Yeah, it's not that it's it's not that I don't understand it, considering they changed the email and the phone, but it's one of those things of they should have a system to where if I do get hacked and that does get changed, I should at least be able to go back to a previous email and like prove it that way, right? Or something, right?
Another thing. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh no, I'm going for last because
He's gonna
literally IT security. It's my bread and butter.
Yeah, he's IT, so it's gonna take him like an entire hour to explain everything, so might as well go.
Oh, I was saying like using a different email than your business email would work out really well. So like your business email is something that everybody can publicly see, but in comparison to the email that you use for say Twitch or Twitter, etc., it should be an entirely different email or entirely different emails with an S.
Yeah.
So if one thing gets hacked, then it's not like
Completely
a
over.
domino effect to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Also, I needed to put two thinner authentication.
Yeah.
Also, by the
Mhm.
way, just letting you guys know you can curse on here if you want.
About fucking time. I was kidding. Sorry, I just had to throw that out there.
Ray, what about you?
Okay, so as you know, I work in desktop support. So anything to do with account security, account verification, all of that crap, I have to do for my day job. I fucking hate it, but this is a case example why we do it. So some of the stuff that could be improved for Twitter side, and this is speaking for their support response, is one, actually having a human talk to the person
Yeah.
and collect information. Right now, X does not do that. They just say, "Oh, wait, we got you can verify your email." Well, guess screw you. And I'm like,
Basically. Pretty dumb of an M to tell you you can't swear. I know that's fair, but still. But no, yeah, no, like what happened was this is like I can't get back into it or anything else like that. It's annoying. I even had to call my bank in order to make sure the blue got taken off of it. But it's gonna take like at least either a month or like 8 days for it to go off.
That long?
Yeah, whenever the next billing cycle
Yeah.
ended for your blues, when that'll fall off, because they'll send an email now to the hacker saying, "Hey, your Twitter blues expired. You might want to update it," and they're have to pay for it out of pocket, so the blues should drop off a little bit after that.
Yeah,
Theoretically.
yeah. Honestly, yeah. I'll pay for blue no matter what, just because the thing for me is it just helped. And plus, I think again, at least at this point, I do need an edge just to get back to where I was.
Yeah, but from just to kind of wrap up my thoughts here, that I'm going too long, so you know I could go on for hours about this. If you're not using an authenticator, get an authenticator, put it on your stuff. It could genuinely save your bacon. Like no cap. Like 2, use different passwords for everything. It's like you can have like a common format so you kind of know what it's going to be for each different place, but make sure it's different, and that way when one password gets compromised, you're not losing access to all of your stuff. And
right.
So, and
we're talking about the hacking. But actually, now I do have another question to add on to this. What are you guys' thoughts about this? Like, do you guys actively think about this all the time, or is it like something just in like the back of your head that you just worry about?
No. In terms of security of the accounts?
No, in terms of like getting hacked. Because let's be honest, as soon as you get like a decent sized streamer, people are just aiming for you at that point.
I mean, I don't think I've ever really had the thought of getting hacked. Luckily, I have never had any of my social medias hacked or like anybody. I've never had like a situation where I get an email where it's like somebody has tried to access your account from this location, you know. Luckily, I have not had any of those encounters. I've tried to be really careful with my internet presence since I was like 10. When I first started getting on the internet.
Same.
Because I saw all the scary stuff that would happen. So I was very careful, cautious with like everything that I said. Surprisingly, I was very mature and was very cautious. I never gave any type of information other than like, I live in California.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry
all you
for
need
you.
to know about me.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I can
sorry.
honestly say, I have 15 years of experience in IT. I can honestly say that is the most sensible person on the internet I have heard of in 15 years.
I know, right?
I kid you not. One of the customers that I would say is probably in early generation X, maybe late boomer. Like, she got a call from a fake tech support to her, or like, no. She got a pop-up, like one of those fake tech support pop-ups, where it's called this 1-800 number.
Mm-hmm.
She called it, and this is on her work computer.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
so much NDA stuff.
Oh my gosh, the amount of leaks for that.
Well, yeah, I can't say exactly what kind of information this person had access to, but I can tell you partially it was covered under HIPAA, so she should not have been. So that's as far as I'm willing to disclose. Thankfully, the person that she called was so green. I mean, more green than the green screen behind me here. He was like, "Oh no, talk to your local tech support," and then hung up on her.
Hope you feel okay. Also, feel better, Kamichi, please.
So yeah, we got lucky on that front, and then I promptly told her, like, as soon as she called us, and I went over there to her and actually like looked at the computer. I was like, first, that's a fake pop-up. Second, don't call these numbers. They're trying to screw you over.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this though.
I am lucky. Public information.
I will say this. I am very lucky. I am very lucky that the Twitter is the only thing I lost.
Oh yeah, I mean statistically, if that's all you lost,
a lot more.
You luck was on your side.
Yeah. But yeah, does anyone else have anything to add to this topic, or do you guys have any questions about it?
Honestly, when it comes down to it, I was kind of hoping that I guess what comes down, what is it that makes these sites so easy to be hacked so they can get into another person's account? That's the thing.
It's
that
one of
I'm
those
always
things
been
of,
bothered.
in order to verify you, they'll either have like a specific thing you need, but if they can change that to whatever they want, it's one of those things. Is this is my whole problem. When you sign up to a social media site with an email, you should not be able to take it off, in my opinion. The reason I say that is because if you can just change your email and everything else like that, that's at that point you're kind of screwed because there's no way to get back into it if someone does change it all. You're basically screwed at that point.
I will disagree with you from an IT standpoint because sometimes you will lose access to your email, domains can shut down, you can no longer have access to older emails.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, there are reasons you want to be able to update that. Now, I'm not saying you should be able to do it like 5 times in like a minute. Like, no, there needs to be a cooldown timer, but you need to be able to update it for that reason.
Yeah. You know what's worse? I had Blue and they couldn't verify me through that either. That's even worse.
Well, yeah, what really, like, this is what grinds my gears from an IT desktop support point of view. They had the account history, they had the credit card on file because they have to have it for Twitter Blue. They could have easily asked for any of that information that only you would have been able to provide, and the hacker couldn't. And it verified, like, oh, this is actually your account. Let's go ahead and reset all of your information to what it should be.
Yep.
But that would require one thing they didn't do, and that's have a human involved with this.
Yeah. It's dumb.
Yeah, actually, now that Ray brought that up, also I apologize if I mess up with anybody's names since I just
No,
met
you're
you
good.
guys. Now that
You're
Ray
very good.
You're good.
brought that up, and like it kind of leads me to the situation of like having to talk to robots for any type of situation. It's not just like regaining your account, it's just even like in medical, like when I go to call my insurance provider, I have to talk to a robot to get to like the billing department, etc. And it asks me, I mean, I guess it's easier because you get sent to the right places, but what if I'm just having an issue where I call Amazon and I'm like, hey, I need to return this because I have specific issues, but I can't return it directly through the site. Can I talk to a human? Sometimes the robot will be like, I got the robot once told me stop being so aggressive, and I was like, I was upset. I was on the phone 30 minutes telling its robot customer support. Sorry.
Don't anger the dragon.
I was just like, I want to talk to a human.
I can empathize with that. As or a few months ago, after some huge life-changing events that really sucked, and the account owner was no longer accessible for very good reasons.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I mean, I just don't want to spoil the mood, but for obvious reasons, they were not able to come to the phone, and there's no possibility they ever will be able to at that point. And they shut the power off to my house before we had the account changed over.
Oh, yeah.
And because this happened after hours, when I finally found out about it, there was no human customer support to get it turned on. Thankfully, I was able to finagle the automated system, but my God, that was such a teeth pull. like just let me talk to a human for 5 minutes and understand the situation I'm in. Come on.
I know. Like, you can literally say the entire story in like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They fix your shit, but no, you have to go through like 30 minutes of a robot asking like, did you do this? Did you do that?
Yeah.
Are you human?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not a usual situation, which probably didn't help. But thankfully, I was gonna, like, it was all over paying the power bill, which sometimes you get behind, and I didn't know it was due because the bill didn't go to me. It went to my mother, and my mother didn't get it that day because, well, mentally she wasn't all there at the time. Totally understand it. And I thankfully could overcharge my credit card to get the power back on and just pay them back the next day. So they were more flexible than the power company.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a situation.
But do you guys have anything else to add to this, or do you guys want to go to the next topic?
Just final piece of advice: if you're not using multi-factor authentication with like a Google Authenticator or a Microsoft Authenticator, freaking get one.
I like how he just points at it in his
Sorry for the
pixelated
text.
state.
Sorry, honestly. Even if you think that you might not have issues because you're not like in the streaming atmosphere where you yourself are streaming, it's better safe than sorry.
Hey, Luca.
Agreed.
I mean, heck, where I work as we deal with the type of accounts I have to deal with. Man, they're often hacked and targeted just because of the nature of what we do, not because that they're streaming, just because of the information they have access to. There's all sorts of phishing stuff.
If I did the two-factor authentication, I probably would have still had my Twitch today.
Yeah,
Oh, you
it
didn't
was
have
very
it?
possible.
I mean Twitter, sorry. I would have had my Twitter today. Oh well. But with that being said, I say we
live
go
in
to
there.
the next topic.
All right.
New topic. So the new topic is about a little thing that happened. So 2 movies recently released, and both of are quote unquote good. One's actually good, the other one's I'm just kind of meh about. I didn't really care. So Disney has released Mufasa, and Sega and Sony have released. Oh no, it was Paramount. It was Paramount that released it, right? It's Paramount.
Yeah,
Right, Paramount released it, but it was Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Do you guys know what's going on right now between Disney and Sega right now?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about what's been going on with that.
So for those who don't know, Sonic is kicking the ass out of Mufasa, and it's not even close. Like, Disney even tried to say Mufasa was the #1 movie in the world, and then they got freaking, like, community noted because it's actually Sonic the Hedgehog, which is actually beating them.
Yeah, and it was really funny at the time too, and this is for perfect context for this. That the time Disney claimed this, Sonic was still ahead of them, and Sonic had not been released worldwide. There was still about a good dozen or so countries at that point that it had not been released in, and it was still ahead of them by about 40 million.
It was destroying them.
Good kill.
So the thing is this. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is a great movie. Everyone knows that. Jim Carrey's a great actor. He plays Eggman. Honestly, I don't think I could think of a better live-action Eggman anymore. He just kind of killed the role, in my opinion.
Well, I'll admit, when I first heard of it for the original Sonic, I was not sold on him or being Robotnik, but he won me over very quickly.
It's
Yeah,
Jim Carrey.
it's Jim Carrey.
I
He's good.
mean, he just knocked it out of the park and just brought the perfect humor for that role.
He did. But the thing is, it's not that he's outselling them. It's not, well, one thing is that Sonic is being outselling Mufasa. That's just one thing. The other thing that we're talking about is Disney's response to it. So, have you guys heard the response?
The petty
Not
response.
yet. I'd
The
love to
petty
know.
response.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Disney was like, "Oh, we can't have that. How much to buy Sega?" Yeah, they're throwing around the idea of buying Sega because Sonic they want to buy Sonic, Sega, and the movie rights to Sonic so they can make it again. So they can make it and say it was from Disney.
And what I think, honestly, Sega's doing at this point, let me grab my gag out of my bag here. There's like get back.
Oh no, he's got
Get
the
back.
gap.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully.
He's got the gap.
I got my 9.
Oh, Jesus.
He's got the 9.
I thought you said gag. I had to look at the stream. I thought you said gag as in like a physical
yeah.
gag you put in your mouth.
Like,
That's why I
what?
thought for a second.
Why were you thinking that?
Oh, wait.
You know, actually now I heard gat, not gag, but now that I think, yeah, that makes more sense actually. Ray is the type of cat to pull out a gag on someone.
Sai,
I
get
don't
down
know.
here. I got this for you.
I got a present for you.
Oh, God.
But no, yeah, the Disney's actively wanting to buy Sony now. Sega. Which, I'm gonna be honest, they could also just buy Sony, but at that point, they probably just renamed the PlayStation into the Disney station.
Sai,
No.
Sai.
What?
That would require them to have money to buy these things. They don't.
Clearly, they have enough money to make really bad movies every single year.
And look,
Also-
you notice their stock value? It has been going down consistently.
Yeah. For those who don't know,
Not fast enough.
by the way, Ray, can you move a little to like the left? Wrong way, right? Sorry, dyslexic. Other way, because it looks like you're about to stab Shizu in the back.
Well, what? I ain't got nothing to stab with. I got a coffee cup.
You just pulled out a gat.
You're gonna stab me.
You pulled
Don't
out the
stab
gat.
me.
Don't
No,
stab
she put
Shizu.
the coffee cup
Meow.
away.
It's just a meow.
It would help if I could actually see where I'm at.
Oh, I
Right
thought
now, I
it's-
can't really see.
Wait, I can't. Sorry.
Wait,
Give me a second.
Yeah, this is going to be a balancing act because
I'm just trying not to kill my internet right now.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about.
Okay. So the thing is this: Disney is trying to straight up buy, Sega. They've been floating around the idea, and I'm gonna be honest, from how Sega basically just took a shit in their front yard, I'm pretty sure they might actually. Because as much as I don't want that to happen, they can still do that.
Yes and no. So yes, they could easily, if they really, really put the big laptop, big suitcase on the table and say, "We want your company," they could.
Mhm.
The thing is, Disney has been teetering on a very thin line when it comes to trying to monopolize the entire industry.
Yes. So
Mhm.
I do have only one thing to say though. There's two situations. Shizu, you good? Shizu?
大丈夫?
She's it?
Shizu?
チーズ大丈夫ですか?
You good?
Hello?
You had your mouth
just
open
staring
like
at
the
nowhere.
entire time. You had it's like
You-
It's because my mic is covering my mouth and it thinks my mouth is open.
Oh.
okay. I was just curious because you were like just like staring with your mouth open. I was like,
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Because of my mic, I want it close to my mouth, but sometimes it covers my
I
got,
don't
like,
think you
an
needed
arm
that
mic?
close. Or you actually try putting it to the side. It'll still pick it up and
Yeah.
everything. Because I have that.
Well, some people say that it doesn't pick it up. Like if I'm not facing my mic directly.
Yeah, you might have to turn down a few settings, but yeah. But the thing about Disney and Sega is actually there's two ways Disney can go right now, and both are horrifying.
Mm.
One, Disney buys up Sega, and then they start buying up more companies, just trying to make up for all their flaws. Basically, every movie they fail on, they buy a company that does a good movie, use their name, and then make a really shitty movie, break that company, then buy another one.
Like Pixar.
Kind of.
Well,
Or Elon Musk buys Disney because he's been floating around the idea.
As
And just because of those size, I understand the size. And trust me, I don't like either option. But the thing is this, it's either they keep buying up companies until there's just nothing left, or Elon Musk buys Disney. Because he's been floating around the idea.
Well-
PayPal before, didn't he? And then it just ended up backfiring on him. I feel like that would backfire on him.
Well, I don't
I'm-
know at this point with how much Disney's lost. Because the thing is, the other idea is that Disney's going to put the CEO of EA as the CEO of Disney.
Yeah, I saw that actually.
Yeah, we're like no matter what, Disney's screwed right now.
Yeah. If Disney does that, this is my answer for him. There's a middle finger.
Well, the thing is, even if Disney continues to buy up companies, the monopoly, like we have very strong monopoly laws against that. So, with
I agree.
of course, the stipulation is they have to have a competing competitor. Like as long as
Technically,
there's,
I
Mhm.
feel like they'll make the argument that either Paramount or another big company is
Well-
their competitor still.
It's not Paramount anymore because Paramount actually got bought.
Oh, then who is it now?
Skydance.
Okay, Skydance would be their
Wait.
competitor.
Skydance.
I've never heard of
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, Skydance apparently is really big in the more indie film scene. Like they control a lot of the rights, especially for like foreign films that get
Mhm.
imported.
Yeah.
And they are right now in talks with Paramount CBS to do a complete buyout of the company And the only reason I found out about this is because basically everyone knows that Star Trek has just been completely hosed.
Yes.
Well, they finally decanonized Star Trek Discovery.
Yay.
And that is how I found out about this, because that led down a whole rabbit hole.
Oh. Huh.
So I don't think they would make that move unless Skydance basically told them, hey, you want us to buy? You need to make this IP viable again, starting with getting rid of this IP or that you put in this franchise. And they're like, okay, done.
Yeah.
And it happened in Star Trek Lower Decks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like that makes me actually want to go back and watch that show, even though I didn't like the Rick and Morty idea for it. But now I kind of want to watch it to see how they wrap that up and accomplish this.
That's fair. But I'm just curious you guys' thoughts on this. So, what's your overall take on this entire situation? Because the reason I am kind of wrapped up in this situation is because I think Disney is like one of the biggest entertainment things. They own most of Marvel. I mean, they own Marvel, basically. They own all of Marvel at this point. The only one they don't own technically is Spider-Man. But at this point, if they just straight up buy Sony, to my knowledge, I don't think it'll matter.
I don't think they can afford Sony.
I mean,
No, but they'll try.
they'll try.
Too sure, because I'm not too well versed with it. I don't actually watch very many movies, nor do I know too much about it. I do have a comment about Disney. I feel like their content has really gone down over the years. You were mentioning and talking about how like they're kind of in a shithole right now, and I do agree with that. Like a lot of the stuff that they create lately, that Mufasa thing with the TikTok meme going around with my brother and stuff like, I'm like, what the fuck of this song is that? I'm sorry, but half of the song is my brother, and I'm like, half of the song is the same fucking thing, and like people are like, oh, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I'm like, why are they like piggybacking on? Okay, of course Lin-Manuel Miranda has awesome songs, great song, Hamilton hit, you know, but like you shouldn't be like pigging back off of him with every single fucking movie has to have at least one song by him, you know, like you should have more creativity. There's so many like other movies that like I miss the olden day movies. Like I really miss all the like olden day princess movies. Like what was that one movie, Wish or whatever? I was like, that's so boring.
Oh God.
So I think the problem I have with most companies, and I have said this thousands of times, I'm starting to blame the writers because they're getting full of themselves in a way that should not happen. Like what size slushy? No. Oh yes, bring me a. You know what? Can you bring me a smoothie instead? Maybe a Mountain Dew one. Sorry, that's my brother.
Can I get a blue slushy, please?
Bring out a blue slushy if you could.
No, I mean, I got a coffee here. Does that count?
Oh, blushy.
Is it?
Why is there like a cat tail around it? Is your coffee cup a cat?
It's a coffee cap.
Coffee cat.
What's a coffee cat? Oh, it's a cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
That's adorable.
It's a cappuccino.
But
So, I was like,
blue slushy, got it. But my thing is this. I am very much against a lot of writers in Hollywood right now because I like The Witcher. I'm a big fan of The Witcher. I like the books. I like the games. I like the first season. But if you read behind the scenes, the writers were acting like they could do a better version of The Witcher than the writer who wrote the dang series and came up with the concepts. Also, Ray, can you move to the right again? You're kind of moving to the left constantly.
No, I've been staying in the same spot the whole time, Sai. VR doesn't work that way.
No,
I mean, we can shuffle down a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've been moving constantly right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Let's shimmy a little.
Yeah.
I mean, if I go much further right, I want to run into something real world. So,
okay. All right, that's fine. I was just asking.
We can get a little close together. It's fine.
No, you're good. Come back.
Okay, I was actually moving over in VR so I could move over IRL.
You're coming.
He just keeps
Wrong
coming.
way.
He just
That way.
keeps
Oh.
coming. He just keeps
You know what?
coming.
I think that'll work. That'll work.
Okay, it's kind of hard for me to position myself when I can't see.
I'm trying. Okay, mate, it's difficult.
I'd open up Sai's stream on the side and use it as a point of reference. Oh wait, you're in VR chat. You can have it on your hand, right?
I could, but it's a little difficult.
Okay, I opened it up on my. I opened it up. Hopefully, you see it now. You see it?
And click watch.
I just see the slow blinking.
Hey, there it goes. Now I can kind of see.
Okay. But so yeah, I have a problem with modern day writers. I feel like a lot of them are full of themselves without actually doing anything to prove themselves.
100% agree with that.
I do agree with that.
I think that's partially true. I think a lot of it has to do with the executives too.
Oh no, I definitely agree.
Oh yeah.
And my entire reasoning there is like, yeah, these writers are coming up with half-baked, undercooked ideas that ultimately come across as fan fiction that didn't even make it into the forums, but somehow these people get jobs in the writing room, and you got these executives that are actually greenlighting this garbage, thinking that it's going to sell. There are multiple layers of fault here.
Oh no, I fully agree.
Oh, yeah.
I think the thing that pisses me off about the writers is they have an ego about themselves, even when it's unearned. You know, like did you see what the writers said about the Halo show? God.
So,
What did they make?
Wait, did you not? Okay, so you probably didn't watch it because you don't really watch many movies or anything else like that, right? But
yeah.
So for Halo, have you ever played the games?
Yeah.
I've seen the games. I haven't played them.
Okay, first you gotta play the games. They're amazing. Second, they basically didn't follow the story of the games at all, made their own version, and then they did like key things that the story should never do. First, Master Chief should never take off his helmet, ever. He shouldn't take it off.
He's like the Mandalorian.
He's like the Mandalorian, but even in the Mandalorian, like Chief would just never take off his helmet.
Yeah, the only time that actually worked was at the end of Halo 4, and that's because that was technically the end of the line at that point.
Yeah, and even then, you didn't see his face.
Yeah, you just saw his eyes, and that was it.
Yeah. But that's about it. When it comes
Almost
to...
sacrilege to some degree.
What'd you say?
Maybe I'm using this term incorrectly. Sacrilege.
Sacrilege is very
In a
much so,
way,
yes.
it is
Yeah,
very much
that's fair.
sacrilege.
That's very apt for this.
The whole thing is, you're never supposed to see his face, and he is certainly not supposed to be banging an alien sympathizer who the aliens want to genocide humans. That's their entire goal in Halo. But in this one, that's not, and I fucking hate it. Because I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, it's like, wait, what about Shepard? Didn't he kind of do
No. There's a difference. When it comes to the Covenant, the entire thing was this. Humans are technically... Because the thing is this. They believe the alien rings are like... The alien rings are the holiest of holies, right? That they see that as a holy divine symbol. It turns out humans are the only ones that can activate those symbols. When the leaders of the faith realize that, they go like, if they are figured out to be the top of the top branch, our entire system of governance will collapse and we will all go into chaos. So we must demonize them instead. So they, instead of making them the top of the top tier, they decided these are demons, these are against our faith, and we must kill every single one of them.
Good old bait and switch.
Yes. I mean, but yeah, no, that is the entire plot of Halo. The Covenant want to basically erase all of humanity because they see you as literal demons, and Master Chief is the demon because he's a super soldier who basically one-man armies everyone.
So, in a way, he kind of is a demon. He's just
they literally
really good at killing people.
The Covenant see him and they actively say demon.
Yeah, to quote the Arbiter from Halo 2 to Halo 3, or demon was an insult for sure, but one with a modicum of respect.
Yes. But
Yeah,
in the show, he takes off his helmet constantly. even when in places that doesn't make sense, humans are in the Covenant, and he ends up hooking up with a human that's in the Covenant, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like,
Oh wait, in the movie?
in the TV show,
Wait.
yes, he ends up
Yeah.
Spartan banging, and I'm like, that doesn't happen.
What?
They don't have that. They literally got that like genetically engineered out of them.
Yeah, and it wouldn't really make much sense for Chief
And
to
they
be
turn,
any.
yeah. Also, they turn the UNSC into the enemy within the first 3 episodes, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
It's giving me a headache thinking about
Humans of the
it.
Covenant, yeah, that's from the Halo
It gets
TV
worse.
show. But the thing is, the writers for the show were saying this is the best thing ever. This was the greatest thing ever. When the fans themselves were saying this is not anything we wanted. We wanted a faithful recreation. When you're adapting a series, in my opinion, you should follow the source material to the letter or change it to small things if you can, but adapt the source material.
That is what fans wanted, or fans wanted the original stuff that was
Exactly.
true to what was in the games.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Adapted, but still.
I mean, not stuff like freaking Cortana taking control of the armor. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. But
I-
Okay. What'd you say?
Well, I was thinking, so like, I've never personally read or watched like
Mhm.
Harry Potter, but is Harry Potter a good example of what should be done
Yes.
from movie to book?
It's not perfect, and it never really is, but it's good enough to say it's a faithful adaptation.
Okay.
Yes, creative liberties are going to have to be made to adapt a book to a film scene, because there are just certain things you can write that you can't put to imagery. So,
Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of it. But
I mean, that's fair.
so I've noticed another thing, but this will go into a new topic. But do you guys have anything else do you want to add to this real quick? No? Are you sure?
Well, I got one thing. It's,
What do you got?
It is it is a topic of pretty much like where we are in terms of like writers, companies, and it's been stemming a lot around not just writers in movies,
Mhm.
but games. It seems to be more and more outreaching, and it's getting worse and worse by every like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more of like, why would a company that's definitely leeching on the idea of like familiarity or nostalgia are obviously making bad decisions and choices with movies that they know is going to be very problematic, but they push it. Why, knowing that they're going to lose a lot of audience and a lot of financial backings, if they know or they have a good feeling that it was not going to pan out, like Concord, for example.
Oh God, are we...
The development. Yeah, I know. I
No.
didn't
Wait,
wanna
before you
bring
go
this
into it,
up.
do you
Yeah.
know what happened to, do you know what Concord is? Okay.
Okay.
It was a hero shooter made by Sony. And honestly, I don't blame you for not hearing of it. It lasted a whole of 7 days.
And that's so
Yeah.
sad.
It was no, you don't understand. You don't
It's
understand.
sad.
Sony spent $400 million on it.
yeah, including acquiring the studio that was making it at the time.
They acquired the studio, spent
What?
$400 million on it, bought animations, they had servers ready. Internally, they talked about it as if it was a Star Wars game, and it flopped within 7 days.
Oh.
They took off
what?
all the servers.
Mhm.
You can't even play it again. They shuttered the company that made it too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Firewall died with that company, or for that game.
They wasted $400 million.
More than 400.
thousand.
Mhm.
400 million.
Uh,
basically,
Oh,
basically the
I
price of an entire movie. They like
Yeah.
1 or 2 movies.
Yeah.
mhm.
They didn't get any money back from that either.
No, they
Absolutely
gave
not.
refunds.
Yeah, they.
Oh, they gave refunds.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they had like 2,000 or 3,000 sales, but that was nowhere
Mm-mm.
near the amount they needed to sell. They were expecting to sell millions of copies.
Yep.
Mm.
And what made it worse is that internally the developers and like directors in their field were strictly forced to do within the bounds of higher ups said. Basically, you couldn't talk about it, you couldn't say anything negative about its development or the character design or anything. Even though all the people within all said, wow, this is not going to fare well at all. We should probably do something about this. And they all said, ignore it. Continue.
Yeah, it was quite literally a victim of toxic positivity, like an actual example of it.
And it feels like it's been spreading more and more, and it's just the biggest question as to why, when all things are absolutely showing to fail and repeatedly over and over again, why are big corporations still pushing this agenda?
So I actually have a question. So Shizu, I have a question. What do you think about this so far?
I think I'm very interested in learning more about it. I've never really like delve into these types of topics or anything. I guess because like everything on my social medias are algorithm based, and if I'm not interested or if I don't show the slightest part of interest, I won't ever see it.
Oh, I fully understand.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Seek out for it, but I think I'm interested in learning. Like I've never heard of Concord before.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's actually the first time.
From how well it did, I don't blame you.
It would have had a news cycle of about 48 hours at that point, and most of that would have been discussing that it was getting shut down.
Yeah, like I feel like I would have seen it getting shut down because I've seen a lot of like discourse with like recent games like Deadlock, for example.
Oh, it came out around the same time.
So fun fact on that, for your reference, Deadlock shadow launched and completely crushed freaking Concord. That was
100%.
Yeah,
it shadow launched, crushed Concord. Go on.
No, like I've seen like the stuff with Deadlock, but that's also like I love FPS games. I'm a competitive FPS gamer. I'm also very surprised that I've never heard of that game too, because I'm always looking at like whatever is new. So like the Marvel Rivals or
I
Deadlock,
love that, by the way.
or Stranova and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are going to talk about. Yeah, I'm very excited about that discussion.
Oh.
I tried it for the first time yesterday, so now I'm actually involved in that discussion.
I must.
nice.
We must do
It's
a
a fun
collab
game.
because I enjoy that game way too much. I've been playing Wolverine recently.
Really? How
Yes.
well you been playing?
I stab.
I tried all the healers yesterday, and I tried 3 DPSs. I've been trying to play each character one time. I also played Penny, I believe.
Penny
I
Parker?
didn't want to.
Oh, so we got our tank.
Honestly, I
No,
also
you need
enjoy Venom and Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America is
Yeah.
fun. I actually like at first I thought I was not going to be a big fan of him, but he's actually been a lot more fun just being a brawler.
Oh yeah, Captain's fun, but you can ask Sai. I am actually a Squirrel Girl main.
He just
Oh,
plays it
okay,
for the
too.
thighs.
You saw me pop off, Sai. Don't pretend you
Not
did, as
that-
you were in that
okay,
match.
Okay, we're not talking about that popping off, mate. That you do by yourself.
God.
We know what you're doing with Squirrel Girl. We know the
Come
body
on,
pillow you
Squirrel.
own.
Already?
Already.
It does not surprise
You don't
me that
understand. They
there's
already have
people
art
going,
of like
"Yeah."
everything.
Yeah, the Rule 34 is already a thing.
Also, didn't they like release the
They
3D?
did.
I mean, we
They
can talk
did.
about
Oh,
it
yeah,
later.
that
but
was
they
like-
released the
that- yeah.
actual 3D models with like,
Mhm,
like
mhm.
actually, it wasn't
Yep.
even like third party. Like
Yep.
Overwatch has the third party stuff, but they were like, nah,
So you know what they
man,
did
we didn't
actually? I'll explain.
act
You want the in detail stuff? You know what they actually did?
Oh,
They knew
no.
the game
Yeah,
was going to
what?
get data mined. So you know what they did? When they made the models, they made it to where they made it to where it was like physically they could just add outfits on top of them, so they don't have to, keep
Oh,
doing that.
yeah, so they don't even fuck up the game with mods.
Exactly. So that's the thing.
Oh,
Because they knew it was going to get data mined, they were like, how do we kill Overwatch? And the one industry that actually gets them money.
I mean to be fair,
brilliant.
they knew that they were going
Brilliant.
head to head with they knew they were going head to head with Overwatch, and just the first one is still the funniest. It's basically like we have 33 characters and you can play any of them.
Oh,
at
no.
any time.
It's not just that.
was the
It's
fun.
going to be 37 characters.
Oh yeah,
there's
Fantastic
another-
Four is coming.
They're adding Fantastic Four this season, and I think at the end of the season they're adding Blade.
Yeah, I'm looking
Oh,
forward
that's
to
so
him.
So they're
exciting.
adding 5 characters within one season, basically.
Mhm. Oh,
That's
that's
more-
actually awesome.
That's way more than Overwatch. Balancing is gonna be fucked, but I do not care.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
I mean,
boring part.
I don't want to get too deep into it unless we're on the topic.
You know
I have
what?
so much.
Yeah,
We
let's,
kind
yeah,
of already
let's
went off
move.
base. I say let's go to the next topic because this is actually kind of something I want to go into. Actually, so
Okay.
for everybody, new topic.
I like the little transition that you
I
have.
made
Yeah, I
that. It
really
took
like
like
that
a
too.
fucking hour to make, but it was worth it.
You look awesome.
Oh,
What?
nice.
I love it a lot.
So this is something I have seen recently. The topic is this: is it wrong to please the fans?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh boy.
last.
No,
I'll go
I'm
last.
kidding.
I'll go last, man. I'll let y'all talk.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You know
what?
what? No. I want you to go first. I want you to pop off. Go.
Well, okay. So it's a coin that you can land on the side. You can land on either side. So it is a topic that is very mixed opinions. To some degree, I think you should be a people pleaser, but also to some degree, I think you should, like how chat can bully you. You go into like you're like, okay, chat likes to bully me, then I will please chat by being a bullyable person unless I don't physically enjoy it, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah,
kinda like-
exactly. So
Kind
like,
of like what we do
chat
with
will-
Sai.
Yeah.
Ow.
you create these punishment. I mean, it depends, like if you're a masochist or not. I mean, we got
Hey.
2 here. I don't know, maybe possibly
Hey.
3 or 4.
Yeah, we're not
But
gonna-
you're describing
Hey,
Sai in a nutshell.
I mean-
Coincidence.
I mean, like you will add like an RR redeem to your redeems, and of course you might not like it. I don't like it, but my fans enjoy it, and they like seeing me get squirmy and uncomfortable about it. Well, I'm not like entirely uncomfortable, but they'll enjoy seeing me get punished for something, you
Mhm.
know.
Mm.
So you might as well please them in that way. But there are different ways of pleasing fans, like where they might ask like, hey, can you maybe like stream you playing this one game because I really, really want you to play this one game. You shouldn't be a people pleaser and be like, oh, that's not my type of game. I know I'm not gonna like it, you know. But there's certain ways that you should be able to like go
What-
pertaining to your fan base, you know.
So, well, it's not just VTuber fan bases I wanted to talk about. Companies as well are also basically saying, "Oh, why should we please our toxic fan base?"
Ah.
Because
Yeah.
it's a fan base, man. Those are the people playing, you know? Like,
Yeah.
of course you should
Yeah.
be banning them, but those are the people that are spending money on your game. At the end of the day,
Mhm.
they want to spend money, but I mean,
I
I don't.
for me, this is a topic that I actively have a lot of thoughts about. But my thought for it is this: the fans are the ones giving you money. If you're not pleasing them, you shouldn't have a job.
Yeah, but here's the problem with most of the businesses. They're taking the outcry of a few and making them the priority. And that's where I guess the mistaking of like these are being the fans and like and seeing that it's like, all right, these are the people that we need to pander for, even though like the larger majority is the true fans, the people that actually give a shit about the game that's being produced and want to see the best of. I think that's where most people are hitting. Most companies are doing is they're hitting the smaller minority, even though they are not like the hardcores of gamers. They just want to see something that they like, and they want to be pandered to that. And because of that, the developers have to force themselves into that position where they make it so it's pandering to this group, but chances are they are not all 100% players. So it's just they just want to see it and nothing more. And that's where most of their money seems to drop off really fast because
So-
the larger majority don't want to play the game at their own
My thing
balance.
is this, because internally, I've seen some of them talk about wanting to change the core audience, which, in my opinion, is a death nail to any sort of IP.
Now, here's where I got thoughts on that. A great example is the two games we were just talking about, Marvel Rivals and Concord.
Yep.
Concord was a game tailor-made for the mythical modern audience that, well, let's be honest, if it exists, it does not have coffers. So people are not buying out of that particular demographic very much, especially not to compensate for a $400 million budget. Meanwhile, Marvel Rivals, they understand their audience. Even as a free-to-play, this game is making bank. They're catering to the audience and giving them fan service. So they are hitting both engines at full power. Where Concord didn't even start up.
Well, their designs definitely didn't spark much
Yeah, but I think Concord is a bad. You know, I'm gonna disagree with you, Ray. I think Concord's a bad example. For one reason, you have to have a fan base. It didn't.
Well,
it didn't survive long enough to
So,
have a fan base.
let's take this one better.
The mythical modern audience.
No.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, for
that
the
fan base doesn't exist, so it's not an audience. A
Mhm.
better one is Star Wars. Because right now, you
Alright,
have two
elaborate.
sides of the Star Wars fans. You have the new ones that really enjoy the new movies and everything else that came out after it, and the ones that really enjoy the old ones that don't feel like they're getting hurt at all. But as you've seen with every Star Wars thing, Star Wars is losing money, and a lot of it. Star Wars as an IP has died in basically all but name. Anything Star Wars, I couldn't care less about, and I used to know everything about Star Wars. I used to know the Great Hyperspace Wars.
And I think that underscores the point I just made, is that new Star Wars largely appeals to this modern audience, which, assuming they exist, they don't have money and they're not buying merch. If you're not buying merch, your IP dies. And because the OG fans like you and I no longer have any interest, we're not buying merch. So guess what happens?
Yeah.
So here's the raffling question that I have for you guys then.
Yes.
So is the industry functioning off of creativity or nostalgia only now?
So it's actually focusing on neither, in my opinion.
I would
It's-
agree with Sil on this point.
It's not focused on nostalgia because all they use is nostalgia, but they don't give anything that would cause nostalgia. What the hell are you doing, Shizu? Sorry, I got sidetracked.
I
But
was fighting a hangnail.
okay,
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm sorry if we made you nervous.
I'm naturally a very anxious person.
don't
Oh,
worry,
I'm the same way, believe it or not.
don't worry. I'm constantly drinking a smoothie because you guys are so big.
Well,
And
you're
then
taller
one
than
day,
me right now,
I ate a
Si.
chocolate. And my model was fucking showing me eating a chocolate, and I was like, I was trying to cover my mouth, and it was not helping. I just wanted a chocolate.
I want a chocolate bar, a sweet, sweet chocolate bar.
Oh,
I
that
want a
does sound
yummy, 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 yummy
That
chocolate
reminds me
bar.
of the Gummy Bear song. Is that
Yeah.
the Gummy
Yeah,
Bear
it's
It
a good
song?
was,
bit, no.
yeah.
That's
But-
so old. Oh, I feel old.
Oh no, trust me, I feel
No,
the same.
don't worry.
But
Don't worry.
it's
You're
not
fine.
the corporations aren't focusing on either. You know what the actual problem is? It's the people in the organizations wanting to push to an audience that they think will be like their new go-to. Like, let's put it this way. There is in Star Wars, if you've seen The Acolyte, which I would not recommend it.
Blah. Blah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'll clean that up later.
So, for those who haven't seen The Acolyte is, in my opinion, the worst Star Wars show I've ever seen. One, because it breaks canon, and two, it tries to make little of what was basically massive in the universe. But this is what happens.
Power of many.
They pandered to, like, So this is what it is. They're pandering to an audience they want. So the way they say this: the CEOs and everything else like that see that they have an audience already. They have the Star Wars audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. Okay. They already have an audience, but they want to get more people. So they try to push like a progressive thing, and they try to be as welcoming as they can or seem as welcoming as they can. So they pander to these things, right? The problem is they couldn't give a less of a shit. They, like, you know, they really couldn't. If to give an explanation for that, they like cut the Finn out of the poster from Force Awakens, and he's like one of the main characters in the movie.
No. What makes that really like kind of a really great example of how two-faced these companies are? Like, they actually blew him up like to be the main character, took him out of the story practically, relegated him to being a side character, and even in China, they removed him or made him very, very tiny in all of the pre-promotional posters.
Yep.
Mm.
So
He was the one interesting character.
He was. The point is, they push these agendas of trying to get as many people as they can and seem as, how about they try to seem as like, oh, we're good guys, we're this, that, and the other, and they try to pander that way to get a new audience. But because they do that, everyone who's been the audience sees through that this is basically just a gimmick and no one really likes it. But then they hire writers that focus on that and think that's more important than like storytelling or anything else like that. But in order to trying to get a new audience, they basically take out the audience that's already there. And since they're not pandering to their old audience, which would like say Anakin Skywalker to be the main chosen one instead of having Rey be the quote-unquote chosen one or anything else like that, they try to change it to appeal to a new audience that they want to achieve and get, but it's killing their current audience. But because they set themselves up in a really bad position. If they just do a 180 shift, they look like sleaze bags. Because everything they pushed for progressively or just trying to look like good, well, then you'll be two-faced going like, oh, no, we never pushed for that. We were just trying to capture a new audience. Now we look like assholes because now we're just a greedy, hungry company again. And the problem is they also hired people within the company that physically will not let them do that either. So they're now stuck in a rut. And that's what a lot of companies did. They wanted to appeal to a new audience, but the problem is by appealing to that new audience and hiring people based on those ideas, they now have locked themselves into that idea. They can't change without firing at least half the company now. So they're in a death spiral. They either have to fire half those people, which is going to cost them millions, or they're going to have to just keep making these movies and just keep failing and failing. Eventually, they'll either go out of business or fire them all. That's kind of the only option now.
Which I always found very interesting and like really sad the more and more time goes on, because I always thought it's like making a new IP or making a new story costs a lot of money, and falling on nostalgia is a staple because it'll at least keep you stable to continue on with your business. And like to that extent, I fully understood. But now it plays on like building upon a nostalgia. You're losing a lot more, but they never want to create anything completely original without like feeling the need to be a full-on pander fest.
You know what the problem is? Movies got way too expensive, and unjustifiably so. Because, have you guys seen Godzilla 1?
Sadly not.
So, I'm a big Godzilla fan. For those who don't know, I watched almost all the movies. I have seen the black and white one. I have seen almost all of them. I'm a big Godzilla fan. When it comes to Godzilla 1, it is a fantastic movie. It is amazing. The entire thing, it follows a Japanese soldier dealing with survivor's guilt who runs into a woman and they get married, have a kid and all that stuff, right? And then Godzilla's attacking the city at that point, kind of recreating all the things that, he already had to live through. So it's a really fascinating story about survival and, the survival guilt of being the one to actually come out of a situation like that alive. And you know how much money that would cost? From all the movies, I'm not going to tell you guys until everyone makes a guess, but estimate how much it costs.
Mm, 500
like-
500 mil.
What about you, Shizu?
Ooh, you guys' concepts of movies with money is very off from mine.
Oh wait, 500,000.
What year was this again?
It was last year.
Oh,
Last
last
year.
year. Oh,
Yeah, so it's probably produced in 2021
It's
to
either-
2022.
It was actually produced, I think, in like the very beginning of 2024 or the very late of 2023. It was very, very recent, actually.
Oh, if that's the case, then I would say like 5 mil.
same answer.
What about you? What about yours, Ray?
I'll say 450 million.
Okay, wait, what was your answer, Ray? Omni?
5
No.
mil.
Really?
Yeah,
Just
I
5
would-
mil?
I'm hoping to see a production that can work with 5 mil.
Okay.
There are
Yours-
productions that can do that.
Ray,
Yeah.
what about you?
I'm gonna say probably, given this is a Godzilla movie, they have to have some CGI. I'm guessing probably in the ballpark of about 180 mil.
Why am I in cat mode? Ah!
Thank you.
And it's gone, damn it.
Oh,
He's naked.
oh,
Dang, Legion! I don't know what you're looking for in here, but don't look
He's
at me.
naked. He's naked.
what?
I
What?
can follow from that.
I need to look
Welcome to
away.
the comic crew. The first
Oh,
cup
God.
is always on me.
I can't.
This is
I can't.
Don't
This
worry,
is
I
not
have the safety sticker. It's fine.
He's naked.
Legion, did you make your own weapons yet?
Might want to invest in some clothes.
Why are you
Can someone
pointing
give
at
us
him?
some clothes, please?
But I have the save me sticker. That's all I need.
Oh my gosh.
Make some more
not enough.
flammable.
The sticker's not even attached to your torso. It's attached to your pee-pee.
It was attached to my stomach, actually, but it's okay.
It's attached to your belly button.
It's attached to my belly. It's attached to my
But the
belly button.
tape is moving around.
I never said it was on there great, okay?
It's not. It's got Scotch tape. It's not high quality.
It gets a little windy. That's the problem. That's
I mean, you kind of have to have fans down here, otherwise it would get unbearable.
Make it more viable. Okay. But the Godzilla movie
Or Shizu.
only
Uh-huh.
cost 10 million.
10 mil.
Oh, I was so off.
Don't worry. You know how much some of the latest Star Wars movies costed?
Like $500 million.
600-700.
You guys said 400 million earlier, so my numbers were high.
You're right about the Cheesy, you're right about the Star Wars, right? It's around 400 million.
Oh damn.
No, you guys
Yeah.
spoke about it earlier. You guys
Mhm.
said it was like you said. Oh, we were talking about how much it costed for Concord, and
Yeah.
then after you were like, "That's how much a movie costs," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Oh well, no, I was just saying that in general. It's like
'Cause the
that
thing is
is like
this.
the price of like 1 or 2 movies.
So Godzilla won best film of the year that year. Or probably was 2023 if I remember correctly. It won a high standing award. And it was only $10 million. So in my opinion, you don't need $400 million to make a movie.
Now, what you need is quality writing and actually getting something that appeals to the fans to the right audience.
Mhm. Not to mention, it's one of those things of you don't need that much to make a movie. It really
Yeah.
doesn't take 400 million. Even cinematics for like games and everything, they don't take $400 million to make that shit. I'm honestly
So, I
starting
mean-
to suspect half these movie things because of how much money they pump into these things. And I'm wondering
Yeah.
how much the writers and all this other stuff is getting paid, because if you're
getting
spending
paid.
$400 million on a Star Wars movie and it's not at least of the quality of like the Godzilla movie, I'm sorry, you
Um,
deserve to lose your job.
So I actually do know the answer to this in Disney's case.
Mm-hmm.
You know where they're spending most of the money or in these productions?
What?
Reshoots and redoing the CGI.
Yeah, oh yeah, they keep doing that too.
yeah, I do see that."
Yeah.
So yeah, and the entire reason they're doing that is because they got all these producers that want to, oh hey, let's charge forward, let's film all this stuff, and all they have is the script outline. They don't even have the actual freaking script.
Yeah. I don't know, there's a lot of things I have problems with in Hollywood. But
Yeah.
I think, do you guys have anything to add to this topic?
Mm,
No, she's
I,
No, I don't know. Well, the topic was the original topic was should you please your fans?
yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
it kind of
yeah,
goes
we
into this
kinda-
because it's one of those things that you can please your fans, but you don't need to spend that much money to do it. You know. Even then,
Yeah,
they're
it
not
branched
pleasing.
out quite a bit into different directions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The finest examples is for movies that didn't need a lot but were successes. I'll say that very loosely.
And let's be honest, you can kind of understand whether you're a VTuber as well, pleasing your fans. Let's be honest, like, you gotta please your fans. They're here. They expect certain things. They expect the sticky note.
But
or end up on you.
I truly hope.
it's a different streaming in general is a completely different topic in comparison to like movies and games
Uh-huh.
and stuff, because that's a far larger audience that is catering towards like different types of people. Like with your streams, you're catering towards your community.
Yep.
The thing is with like video games and movies, you're catering to everyone possible because you want everyone possible to at least be satisfied, or at least have knowledge about it, have like be positive about it, play it, watch it, you know.
I would agree
Yeah.
and disagree because, like, while video games are meant to be played by most people, at the same time, I don't expect someone who only plays RPGs to come out and play Doom for all of a sudden, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I really think there's got to be a balance of knowing what your audience wants and then knowing what's got to be done to push the franchise forward. Because eventually, hate to say it, but eventually, some people are just not going to be there, and you have to appeal to a new crowd. That's why Final Fantasy has been evolving, going from a traditional RPG to more of an action RPG.
But see, the thing is with Final Fantasy has always has been going from like RPG, like a full RPG style, turn-based, and then over time it's been experimenting little by little into having like into Final. Well, I won't count Final Fantasy 14. That doesn't count.
Yeah, no, that counts. It's technically experimenting, technically.
Well,
It is an experimentation. I will grant it that.
yeah, it's iterating on what 11 started and improved upon it, and it's the most profitable Final Fantasy in history right now.
Yeah, and like then you had like
Wait,
God, what was
question.
it, Final Fantasy 13? Yeah.
Shizu, do you play Final Fantasy 14?
No, I've been really meaning to though. I don't play very much.
If you
No,
play
if
it,
you
we will run you through it.
Yeah, if you ever want to get started, I'm a mentor, so I can definitely help you out, teach you the ropes.
Which one?
I
though?
think once I quit my job, then yeah, because
Ah.
I it's just like a time commitment, because it's also like it's a subscription as well.
Yes.
So that's more so
Ah.
committing time, energy, and stuff. I don't want to be. I'm very mindful about my
Legion, hush.
subscriptions.
Hush, Legion.
I'm very mindful about my subscriptions. So if I'm
Mm.
subscribed to something, then I at least have to use it to some degree. You know,
Well-
like I don't
well,
want
you're in
like.
luck.
Well,
You're in
if you
luck.
want to give it a try, like no cap, it is actually free up until level 70. You don't have to pay a penny for it.
I thought it was free only for 2 weeks.
Nope,
no.
up to level 70.
Up to level 70.
Oh.
You'll get.
Okay.
I think you get.
Then I-
Wait, didn't they include what was it? Shadowbringers into the for your thing yet?
Nope.
Okay,
Nope,
that's
it's been
the-
bumped up to the end of Stormblood.
Okay, in the Stormblood. Got it.
Now, Legion, you speak lies.
He does speak lies. It's fun. You just gotta get through a Realm Reborn. But
I will.
Well, it is getting better. I could say that, honestly.
I mean, considering what it was when it first came out, which
Oh, God.
in its own rights, that was going to be a disaster. It was a disaster on the brink of failure and bankruptcy, but
Yeah.
it turned around and became one of the best MMORPGs to date.
oh my gosh. But with that being said, I say we go to a new topic.
No,
Hmm?
But it's not one of my topics. As I said, did you guys bring any topics you wanted to talk about?
Well, I guess my topic kind of stems within the topics we have been going on.
Okay, Shizu, do you have a topic?
Mm.
I need to think about it.
You need to think about
give me a
it.
solid. Give me a solid minute, or actually, somebody else speak, and then I'll
Mana,
come up
mana.
with an answer.
How far? I guess my question is, how far in terms of the topics do we go? Do we go just on video games or anything?
As wrong as it is, we've only been through 3 questions. Out of 8.
Yeah.
Out of 8, I mean, I don't mind continuing just to discuss about it because I feel like I'm learning a lot more things that I didn't know about, and I enjoy like listening to other people's perspectives on situations as well.
Okay.
Or like,
So we'll do one more of my topics, and then I'll go back to you guys for your new topic. So we have a new topic. So the new topic is Facebook is proving the dead internet theory. So before we get onto this, let me explain. Do you guys know what the dead internet theory is?
No. Well, maybe. Elaborate.
The dead internet theory is a theory of this. Everyone on the internet you see right now isn't real. Everyone is a bot. That's the theory.
So,
Okay.
so the theory postulates that most of your likes, most of your comments, most of your interactions, your views, pretty much we're looking at 80+% of the internet by this theory is nothing but bots and AI.
Yes.
Okay. If I heard this like years ago, like way back, I would say this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Now, present day, I can see why this is becoming more of a like, this is actually becoming more
It's
of a real
getting
thing.
worse because Facebook is introducing AIs that are basically people to increase engagement.
What?
They are
Why?
literally
Yeah.
adding AI profiles to basically increase engagement.
And the main reason they're doing this is because they probably want to present to advertisers that, hey, look how active our platform is. Don't you want to buy ads?
yeah.
So they're doing.
I want
Oh,
a video.
yeah, go ahead. No, please.
No, go on.
Nope, she's a go.
No,
Yes.
Why not?
Please, I insist. She said.
The imp said
no,
so.
I'll do what I normally do when I want somebody else to talk. I forgot about what I was thinking.
How dare you?
God.
Go on.
My
Why is
own
that always
sword
the first
against
response?
me.
It's
So you got beat to the punch.
I
Si.
got beat to the sword, damn. Okay, go ahead.
It's just that wait. I forgot where I was
don't
going.
say you forgot about it too.
God
You
damn it.
can't use it back on me.
Wait. Okay.
Okay, so we're talking about dead internet theory. Facebook is adding AIs to increase engagement. Go.
Right. Okay. Got it. All right. So basically, they're doing what Twitch doesn't want you to do.
Yes.
Yeah,
which
fake
is-
engagement.
Which, understandable why, like, how Facebook can do it, but that only leads into bigger problems, which is like which, lo and behold, we're going back into looping things,
I know, right?
hacking within the system, meaning that anyone can just take any of these accounts and go have a rampage, or just have it as their own and use it as a pseudo system.
You know what's worse? They're technically AIs. So they could go from
No,
just
they are.
generally being nice to, straight up say other things, because they're AIs. They're basically a chat GPTs on each one.
So we'll have one of these could be Neurosama at any point in time.
Yes.
I would say probably worse is I'm actually formulating a full-length video to do on this exact topic. Because I've done some research on this, and it gets well, let's be honest, it gets frightening.
Oh
There's
yeah, I bet it will.
Yes, there was a teen, I forgot exactly where.
Oh, we're talking about that.
Yeah, where they basically started developing actual feelings for one of these chatbots that was based off Daenerys Targaryen.
Story.
And yeah, that had a very tragic ending, and that raises a whole bunch of philosophical questions that goes right back to Jurassic Park. Just because scientists were too concerned if they could do a thing, they did not stop to think if they should.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, that stems into pretty much most of our conversations as of late, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
The game industries, the movie industries should, like, just because they could make it for a specific minority or anything of the sort, like, was it absolutely necessary in order to do that and to change their entire theology and design of what was already damn near perfect and just to shift it completely to the left? But yes, I do agree that the fact that if AI is really being pushed that far, and especially to the point that it's like all these advertisements for like dating simulators, as you said before, it's like purely by AI. It's like that is definitely the lowest low that I can possibly think of. Don't get me wrong, like, it's a time killer. It's not meant to be a direct interaction, but the fact is some people are that lonely, and we're in a state of social decline.
Everyone's dry. If someone says they've done it, just say they're lying.
And like, I think we are just hitting the point that's like there are either enough people out there that we are now hitting a competition divide between men and women to the point that no one wants to talk to it. No one wants to put up with one or the other side, even though there can be clear understanding to meet in the middle and resolve a large majority of this nonsense. But people don't want to debate. No one wants to discuss. No one wants to actually come to a compromise. Everyone wants to fight.
Yep, or risk upsetting someone.
You know what it is? It's the I'm right syndrome, in my opinion. I'm right, you're wrong. That's it. And that's all they do.
Well, now, don't get me wrong. I do think there are some genuine good uses for AI chatbots.
Oh, no. So,
one example I have that was pretty recently, I've been working on VR chat worlds and trying to solve certain problems, and when you've got thousands of lines of code in a particular script, it's a little hard to troubleshoot that entire thing in a timely fashion by yourself. So I sent in a chatbot I tailored to specifically be an expert in all things VR chat and Super Udon Sharp. I throw it the script, it goes over and says, oh, look at this. This is messed up. Use this script to replace it, and I put it in the code, and voila, things work.
So I'm going to be honest. I don't think AI is bad. It's just a tool like any other. Like, I do this analogy all the time, but do you guys like comic books?
Yeah.
Did you know they're satanic?
Oh God!
So I heard, yes.
So when comic books came out, that was the running thing. That was literally what they were being called. When gaming came out and video games started to be a thing, oh my gosh, it's evil! It's full of demons.
Okay, so I'm old enough to have been in gaming when it was relatively in its infancy. We're talking like we're late 80s, early 90s. I was there for the original incarnation or the religious type saying, oh, this is the devil. You see all this violence? And it's just Mario stomping on a Goomba shell. Yeah, and even at that age, when I was like 6 and 7, I was like, "This is a stupid argument. I'm not gonna get violent because I jumped on a Koopa. Come on."
I don't know. That Koopa had a family, but that's just my thing. You can't.
Finn brings up a great example too. Freaking Pokemon cards. My God, when that Pokemon game first came out, holy crap! The hysteria you would see in even local news. Whew.
So, wait, Shiza, do you have anything to add to this?
Yeah, so jumping onto what you were saying earlier about the teenage kid, I think there's a lot of insecure people on the internet, specifically, cough, cough. I'm in a room
Get
full
me,
of men.
I am one.
Men Extremely well. You guys are very well. I don't want to like say that you guys are insecure, but you guys are very knowledgeable about the internet and stuff. But there's a lot of insecure men that don't understand that maybe they message somebody, they post something, say they create a Facebook post. I watched the Moist Critical video, and I'm sure you did too, Sai. So I'm gonna use the example that he gave.
Actually,
Imagine
because I have long hair in real life, so some of my brothers actually call me Mini Moist.
Oh god.
a mini Charlie.
Oh my god. You're never escaping for a little bit allegation, Si.
Yeah, my boss actually called me a little bit. Bastard.
Oh,
Oh no! It gets worse. It gets worse. I went to a drive-thru the other day. I went to McDonald's. I got food because it was work. I just needed food. I wanted to get back to work and make some money, right? I pull up to the drive-thru, and this motherfucker comes over here. He's like, "You look a little short to be a stormtrooper."
no way.
What?
No.
You look look a little short to be a stormtrooper. Oh, because I think it's because I was wearing a white shirt at the time.
Oh my god.
But you should take that as a compliment.
No,
they
fuck that guy.
They were saying you were Luke Skywalker. Come on, man.
Bullshit. I'm not even blonde.
It's a good reference, but at the same time, that's just still mean to just say to someone without context or without like direct line referencing.
But it was like 8 p.m. at night, so I think I was like their last order.
Oh, that's funny.
That's messed up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh god.
So, and to make it even worse, a new cat wandered up in a yard about this exact same time. I didn't know about this at the time, so because the cat was smaller than the rest of my cats, I had actually named this new cat Little Bit, completely independent of this.
You called your cat asshole?
No, he's an asshole.
He's an asshole. Okay.
It was a complete coincidence.
Share a little bit of joy here.
I didn't know about that at the time. Give me a break.
Agent.
Wait, what did you name it?
He named it Little Bit.
Wait. That was the name Little Bit?
No, the nickname my boss gave me was Little Bit.
Oh god.
It's different towards a human now.
Yeah, it's weird. You made it weird.
Dude. So wait. Do you guys remember my height?
I do, but I think I do.
What is it? You guess it. What is it?
I thought it was 5'3".
I thought it was like 5'2".
I'm 4'11".
4'9". Oh, I'm going way below.
Right.
4'11's not. My ex best friend in middle school was 4'8".
In middle school, I'm pretty sure it's natural to be that.
No, my other best friend, who I'm no longer best friends with. I say ex best friend because I don't like her. My other best friend, who's no longer my best friend, just because we've grown apart and stuff. Like she posts stuff on Instagram and stuff, and I'm like, oh, she's the same height. She stayed the same height. She's still 4'8".
Whoa.
Oh man.
In her 20s.
That's adorable. She must be protected.
Yep.
Well, at least I can look at someone in the eyes for once.
I was a whole foot taller than her.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 5'9" right now, but I was 5'8" in middle school.
Wrong one.
Made yourself bald. That's crazy. We've taken off. You even take your horns off.
Oh god.
No, wait. No.
His identity.
Why is the Japan flag here?
I'm not doing that right now.
No, why not?
Do you want me to do it?
Do it for chat.
What? Do what? Oh.
Just give it a second.
Wait, no, I could do the same thing. No, I could do the same thing. Wait.
What?
Yeah, but you aren't a flag.
Oh my god, you're a Japanese flag.
I have the flag. I have a literal red flag. Look at me.
Yep. Yep. He is now Saipan.
Flag.
My God.
Why do you have a milk carton?
Okay, so that was
I
more
am
of
the
an
mega
inside
weeb.
joke.
Fear me, oh woo.
That's an inside joke from my community. Since
Yeah,
everyone sees me as like a
Milky?
dad.
Wait. Why is
Are you-
milk
are you
an
milking
inside
people?
joke?
Okay,
Milk?
so yeah, so the joke is because most of my people in my community see me as like a dad-like figure.
Papa milker.
they're-
So,
no.
so is this
You
one going out
can't
and
say
getting
you
the
milk.
milk?
You can't say you don't milk back. You literally have a milk carton.
When are you coming back?
Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh man, come on, I need my
Come
milk.
So every time that I come on stream and they think I literally like in the stream or I left for good, I come back and it's like, all right, no, I didn't leave. It's only been 5 minutes. I got the milk here. Stop asking.
The question is where he got it from.
The store, hopefully.
What store?
What store did you
The-
go to? The milk store.
The corner store.
I think I'm just gonna go that way.
You don't
for
get to leave. You're
now.
stuck here. I'm gonna glue your defeat to.
I mean, okay, fine. Look, the furthest I would ever go that has been the most treacherous has been to space, and that's only to be meet Milky. She's very kind, but she does not mind. Okay.
Aww.
I like
Anything for the fans and my
But-
community.
I think it is time.
Mm.
Is
Oh
it
wait,
come back
actually,
yet?
we're ready.
It's time for a
Is
new
it safe to come
topic,
back?
and you can come
Not
back
yet.
now. You're not gonna get milked. I promise. Don't milk him.
Well, I
I didn't finish my bit.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Shizu.
I was just gonna. Well, I'll make it quick. And we don't have to discuss after. So basically, going off of what Ray said earlier about that teenage boy, there's a lot of insecure men out on the internet who are unknowledgeable about what's going on. So they're going to post something like on Instagram, Instagram per se, and they're going to get a message from some random person. Maybe it's like a female bot, and they're not going to know it's a bot, and it's going to put them in a very awful position. As well as one of the main points that he made is they're going to make AI bots to drown out conversations about certain things. So imagine Elon Musk makes a bunch of bots that are drowning out the conversation that X is shit right now and stuff like that, or like drowning out the conversation about like Disney buying Saga or whatever. Saga buying, yeah.
Sega
So like
buying
they're going
Disney.
to get bots to drown out certain conversations and put positivity out about certain brands, etc. Unnaturally, and of course because these bots are owned by them, that they're going to have boosted viewage and responses.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that already happens. I don't think it saves companies even if you do that for one reason. At the end of the day, a real person still has to buy your shit.
Yeah.
So
But
that actually
there's
does bring up a
lot of
topic.
Unknowledgeable people.
That actually does kind of open the door to a topic that I do want to talk about that is related to this.
what is it?
You know the algorithm change Elon's getting ready to push out onto Twitter?
Yeah, wait, is this going to be a big thing? Because if that's the
like
case, I need to hit the new topic button.
It might be, so I'll let you make the choice here in a second. But
I think I think new topic.
New topic.
but he's changing the algorithm to de-boost negativity and boost positivity.
Okay, that sounds good, but that's a problem.
My thoughts exactly.
So the problem is this: you can't force positivity. That's the problem.
Yeah.
If things are gonna be negative, they're gonna be negative. You can't force people going happy smiles, everything's great. I have sunglasses. I'm cool now.
So,
But
are we going
it's
to
like, you can't force-
now? Okay,
yeah.
hold on.
We can't force people to be happy as much as he wants to do that. There is such a thing as toxic positivity, right? So
I guess it just kind of depends on like how severe the positivity and the negativity personally is. because if it's just like if it goes down to something as sensitive as like it's like this guy's an idiot, and like it's like nope, that's banned. You're banned for life.
You
Yeah,
can't
like,
force
what's
people to
going
play Wizard
determine-
101.
What's going to determine negativity and positivity? What's
That's
going to
another question.
determine whether something is sarcastic? Like you could say, I fucking hate myself. But you could say that, but like you could put like a picture of like you playing a video game or something and you get a certain rank. But like you're saying it sarcastically. What's going to determine if that's sarcastic?
So,
Or like if it's considered positive or negative?
you know what the whole thing is this? When it comes to Twitter and like any sort of social media, you can't force people to be happy. You can't force people to be mad. Oh, that's easy to make them mad. But the point is this.
Oh, yeah, it's super easy.
The point is this. You can't force them to do their own thing. And I'm going to be honest, as much as I don't want to give credit to a certain person, I have to admit, at least his plan for the internet isn't a bad one. So, have you heard what the president wants to do to the internet as well?
A
Nuke
smidge.
TikTok.
No. He actually has a full in-depth plan that he actually talked about. I saw it once, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Even Asmongold reacted to it as well.
Mm-mm.
So,
Oh no.
he wants to do a digital Bill of Rights.
A digital bill of rights.
Okay, so for context on what the Digital Bill of Rights is basically to enshrine certain things. Like, if you get banned from a platform, they explain why you were banned, and they give you specific examples as to what rules broke, why it broke that rule, entitling you to certain or appeal processes. So it's kind of like a digital extension of the Bill of Rights that we have for the real world, but now encompasses certain things for the digital world to put it more on a level playing field. Or at least that was the spirit of it. And this idea was floated about 10 years ago or so, but never actually got passed into law.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because that's like trying to use a fishnet to catch the entire ocean. It ain't gonna stick.
So the thing is this. He's wanting to basically put it to where the government cannot take down any sort of like internet without a pre-approval from a judge. And two, if you get shadow banned, if you get banned or whatever, you must have an explanation and the right to at least a 30-day appeal process and an explanation of why.
So basically making the entire internet Twitch.
Kind of. The
Well,
only
I
problem
would-
is this: is if the companies are biased and do not do this, 230 will be taken away from them. So they basically stop existing as a platform if they don't follow it. So
Yeah, it takes their editorial privilege, or basically says like, okay, you're no longer a platform because you're editorializing via omission and by suppression instead of just outright or editorializing. That's kind of what they're saying.
and all around, I don't think it's a bad idea. At least not all.
Most people do.
What'd you say, Cece?
Yeah, like no, I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Like how you said that if somebody gets banned, there's clear identifications as to why somebody does get banned. Because there's a lot of situations, because I play a lot of Valorant, somebody just gets the ban screen.
Yeah, no.
And then there's like very little
Yeah.
they don't give specific comments as to like you said fuck you little bitch. They don't say that. They don't give you a full explanation. They just say toxic behavior.
So I'm gonna be honest. As much as I don't like our new president, I think that is something I will. If he doesn't do, I swear, I will be like arms in arms, get him out of office. But I want that done so badly, you have no idea. And I agree with Lemon on there. As much as the idea of a Bill of Rights is amazing, it's the execution is what I'm worried about. But if it's done good, I hope it's good. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we could always hope, but the main thing is, one, who's going to be managing all this? And two, if it's going to a higher end like official, which now, of course, this is going to, I'm taking this to the highest as it possibly be, which is like Congress and stuff like that, or a judiciary system. we already have a bunch of people within older generations, and thus that, if we remember correctly, not too long ago, and a few years ago, where there was a whole dispute with Mr. Lizard Man. I really can't remember his name right now.
Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. That literally had to entirely break down the concept of what Facebook is to an entire Congress board that did not have an understanding of what that is.
Yeah.
And so the understanding of like to pass that information along to a bunch of judges, they don't care. And like to imagine them trying to understand like, good God, alpha lingo, if that comes into play, they're really not going to know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh.
You know, Omni, you're very skibbity.
I will send you to the deepest pits of hell. I will send you where it freezes.
Easy, you're skibbity.
Sigh. Are we going to have a conversation?
I don't like those words.
But you're skibbity.
Sigh.
You're
not paying attention.
You're gonna make me throw up.
We're all skibbity now.
No, we're not. We're not.
Sigh. We are going to have a conversation about this.
I don't like that type of brain rot.
How do I fully agree? But I fully agree, Omni. As much as I'm not a big fan of everything staying this way to where, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's a good idea. If the whole thing is basically just put on limitations to where they just can't ban you outright, I think it's a good idea.
I do approve of the idea. The main thing I worry is his execution, as stated by
yeah,
and like how they cannot. This is the main thing. This is why I'm worried about it, because much like telephones, any type of applications, anything on Facebook now having AI generation, if it's ran by AI or just automated system, it's going to fail miserably.
Yeah, that's why
it needs to be people ran, which that needs to be properly trained into these matters.
That's why I honestly feel like a digital bill of rights would be the best idea, just because that way it has to go through people and not AIs.
I mean, look at freaking YouTube as an example of how these or moderation tools go rogue.
Oh, actually,
yeah,
he did put in one more thing that me and Ray forgot to mention. You have you can opt out of an algorithm, basically, so algorithms won't be deciding what you see.
But that, even if the options are there currently, it's not exactly made clear on how to get to those options, which is another problem. But when you got systems like YouTube's moderation, heck, or Ebby, the shrimp VTuber, is still fighting to get her channels back, and it took basically the entirety of the VTuber community to be in an uproar for Cottontail to get her stuff back.
Yeah.
If it takes that much of an effort to get a channel back because they can't override the judgment of an automated system, who has got the keys to the kingdom that's making these decisions?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Iron Mouse too had her shit taken down for quite a while as well.
Mm-hmm.
It literally doesn't have the word of. So my thing is this: as much as I don't like things as they are right now, I honestly believe that if he does this one thing, things will get better. And I will have to give him credit, which I really don't want to give him credit for. But if he does it, I have to give him credit. You know, it sucks, but I have to. Otherwise,
even a broken clock's right twice a day, right?
I guess. But other than that, I have should we go into a new topic? So Shizu.
Oh, okay.
Did you think of anything?
Yes. Streaming should be treated like a skill. It takes time and practice to improve.
Do you want me to hit a new topic button?
So people, yeah, we can. Oh wait, I thought that's what you meant.
Wait, no.
Never mind. Let's go back to the other conversation.
Oh, okay.
Back up. Well, I thought that's what you meant. I thought that's what you meant. My bad. My
Okay.
brain is shut off.
I get
I'm
it.
in Burr. I'm hungry.
Oh, I get
The
that.
new topic, that's the old topic.
New topic is old topic.
Ah. Oh wait. What was the question?
What is your topic, Shizu?
Oh, that's the okay. So there's a discussion before about whether streaming is harder than a 9 to 5 on
Oh, God.
Twitter.
Oh,
And my technical thing well, I'll go based off of that, but one of the things that I believe in is that streaming, if you are to be taking streaming seriously, streaming should be treated like a skill. It is a job if you try to make it a job. Also, you guys took off your glasses. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
delete
did.
mine.
Mine's
I'm
automatic.
confused.
yeah, I manually put my regular ones back on.
I'm keeping mine.
So is streaming harder than a 9 to 5, or is a 9 to 5 harder than streaming?
Yeah, I think it depends on what 9 to 5 you have and what type of streaming you're doing. Because there could be our type of streaming where we're just playing video games. There could be an art streaming. There could be music streaming. Or he could
Or
be
could be
doing like...
developer.
Streaming.
Yeah, or developer. Or he could be doing like stunt streaming where people do like stunts and all that stuff. Like, that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
feeling
take it as a generalized thing from an outside perspective, because
I
we
don't-
are streamers. So I think we should take this from an outside
If-
perspective that understands streaming to a basic degree rather than like our type of degree.
I feel like
Well-
the reason I say against that is because it's too simple. The thing is this: it's not black and white. I feel like if you're like working an office job where all you have to do is put in like timesheet cards and you're just trying to manage time, I feel like that's easier than a streamer who's like constantly doing like donuts or something or doing like stunts and stuff. I feel like that streamer probably has a tougher job than the guy in the office. But at the same time, that one guy who's working on an oil rig trying to make ends meet every day is definitely has a harder job than the one streamer who's eating Cheetos while playing a video game. That's why I say you can't go just generally by that, because if you're going generally by that, streaming's going to win every time just because of how easy it is compared to like some of these 9 to 5s, because it really does depend on which 9 to 5 you're talking about.
Yeah, and I think it's a really nuanced discussion because, well, everyone knows I work a 9 to 5 job for my well, rather 8 to 5 for my day job with an hour commute. Plus, I stream and make content for YouTube. It's soul sucking, but it balances out. But the main reason I say it's kind of depends on what type of job versus what type of streaming would be probably a better comparison. Because if you're talking about just straight streaming, straight office work, it's apples to oranges. Those are two different skill sets, two different schedules. And if you're a streamer that is, or like we are, we're all indies, we're running our own businesses, which is very different from how you would do a 9 to 5 job where you go in, clock on someone else's dime, get paid, and go home at the end of the day and leave work at the shop. So it's not comparable in that sense. But if you're talking about the enjoyability of work, like if you enjoy streaming, and you don't like doing a 9 to 5 job that's like answering phones all day, of course streaming is going to look easier because it's more enjoyable. But if you like flipping burgers or you don't like getting on camera or behind a model, then flipping burgers is probably going to be more fun because it's less stressful. And I kind of think that's where the whole thing in that discussion gets lost.
I think the problem is when you take a topic like is a 9 to 5 worse than streaming, you take out all the nuances that occur within that topic and you try and simplify something that is just not simple at all.
And the biggest one of them all that encompasses both of them is profits.
Fair.
One, like,
yeah.
Because working a 9 to 5, like you know you are getting a guaranteed amount of paycheck based on what your salary is going to be. Streaming is a lot more fun, a lot more enjoyable, a lot more freedom. However, you are now at the liberty of not only trying to build up your own community, build up just a following, or just viewers to just come and see who you are. you are trying to advertise yourself among the sea of other content creators or just gamers in general, which that in and of itself is a long-winded job. And even when you do that, there's still not even the guarantee that there would be any form of profit in the end of the day.
Yep.
So unless you really put your foot forward into
and I will agree with
making
Legion.
something
It
yourself.
like the ones we do, streaming is very much nothing like a 9 to 5. But
Oh,
I
yeah, I'll
work,
completely agree.
but I really do think it depends on what type of streaming you're doing to what type of job you're doing.
But yeah, and that's kind of why.
How interactive you are and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and what your personal strengths are. Like, it's safe to say that for introverts do not really want to be in jobs where you're interacting with customers a lot. I mean, this is going to be more introspective, more quiet, more analytical stuff. So, like a good example for me is a few years ago, I had a 9 to 5 job where I was basically working call center. I was miserable. I hated it. So versus something like streaming, I find streaming a lot more fun because I'm in more control over what's going on at any given moment.
This
So
is
it's something.
I kind of disagree, Legion. I think it depends, because if it depends on what type of streaming you're doing. It depends on like everything else like that. I will say this: I'm pretty sure it's probably a lot harder to do something like Kaisenet does, or like all his stuff, because I know he like, goes and does like extravagant stuff constantly.
Yeah.
And it's also kind of worth mentioning this may be a grass is greener on the other side type of discussion too.
Yeah.
Or depending on where you fall out on the spectrum is depending on which side is greener. As well, said no offense, Legion, for what you do. What you do is very labor intensive, it's very stressful, and you don't get to call the shots all the time. So I get why it sucks. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in that position, but I understand that because my day job is very similar because I go on call. I have to stop streaming once every 5 weeks. I hate that, but it's all I got to do to keep the lights on.
Yeah. And it's not like, and the reason I say like it does depend, stressful, I think it depends, because the reason I say it depends is because I'm not gonna say like a guy who is like just sitting in an office making everyone's schedules isn't stressful, but I don't think it's as stressful as someone going out and just like filming them doing like crazy stunts, like jumping out of planes and shit, right? The motherfuckers shit I do isn't stressful.
Yeah. I get that.
That's why it depends.
Well, I think that also kind of jumping off of Omni, kind of on topic, off topic, is like something that I find really interesting is that most streamers are already in the top 5%. Like we're already in the top 5% of streaming if you look at the analytics and stuff. Yet we're not the top 0.1%.
Yeah.
Who's actually making livable wage.
Yep.
Crazy. No.
The thing is this, you can be in the top 5% because as long as you have like more than 15 viewers, you're in the top 5%. That's literally it.
If you have
You're
more
like,
than 3 average viewers,
yeah,
you're
no,
in the top 5% already.
If you have like 3 viewers, you're in top 5%. That's the thing. So statistics wise, it's very low for anyone to actually get any higher than they are, but it's not impossible. The thing is this, I'm glad I'm not a part of this hot takes. I would rip you a new one, Cyan, right? I mean, feel free to do so whenever you want, mate, but it's one of those things that we could agree to disagree. Because I do think streaming comes with its own stresses that no one really thinks about.
Well, yeah, though I will say on average, I do think 9 to 5 is a lot more crappy and it's a lot more soul sucking. I mean, if that's coming from someone who's working 9 to 5 also on top of streaming, I would much rather be a full-time streamer because I'm in full control. There is less stress for me. So I'm not going to sit here and say that streaming isn't like the 9 to 5 stress. It's not. But logistically, if you're moving around a lot, doing stunts, doing performance, you're managing a business. I think that's a better comparison to streaming than a 9 to 5 job. That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
And also, networking is even more integral in terms of being a streamer, because that's where it can be seen as like, oh yes, piggybacking or or God, what is it called? Is either piggybacking or basically just like fan hunting, I guess.
Fan hunting? Basically using someone else to get more popular.
Yeah.
Oh, cloud chasing.
Cloud chasing, thank you.
Cloud chasing, yeah.
Yeah, going cloud chasing
What they
becomes
don't
like
know is I'm doing it currently.
God.
I'm just joking. I'm not,
Well,
honestly.
Well, in fairness, you already had the cloud on your Twitter account.
have
You're
no
chasing to
clout.
get it back.
What are you
No,
talking about?
I'm not popular.
Have you forgotten
Fine.
the images you post? Because there's a lot of
I'm
those.
not popular. It's not like I have over at least 100 VTubers on my fucking timeline.
So if you keep saying you're not popular,
not
I'm going
popular.
to come over there and smack you.
Not popular.
Well, let's put it this way: you managed to keep in touch with a good number of people, as far more than I have.
What are you doing?
I'm smacking you.
You didn't even move. What was that? That was
like,
kind of cute. It was just like, yeah.
Hey, you want me to actually come over there? I'll come over there.
I mean, try it if you want. What's wrong with that? I don't even see him.
Oh,
He's on the others.
Oh
You're on
my
the other
God,
side.
that sweetie bottle, it's adorable.
Diana, my
Hello,
wife.
Diana. Welcome.
welcome in,
It's
Diana.
my
Let's say
beautiful
hello, Ma.
wife. You are so beautiful to me.
Why'd you hit Shizu?
I hit you.
Don't
You
hit me.
missed.
Now I was throwing your coffee machine at you.
You didn't even hit anything. This man can't tell
Go
where it is.
Don't worry, I'll do you a favor. I'll just boop.
That'll work. That'll
You're
work.
like pointing a gun at him.
I'll just poke him in the eye. That's fine.
How dare you? What have I ever done to you?
My eyeballs. I can't see.
Justice must be delivered one way or another.
Justice.
Justice.
What about the milk?
yeah.
Did you bring the milk?
That reminds me of Overwatch Justice.
See?
Reigns.
Thank you, Diane.
Oh, God.
Hi. Everyone go follow Shizu doing now.
Jeez, that's
Yes.
What did I
Now
do?
follow these
You were
awesome
here.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So follow her.
Why?
Do it.
No.
Yep.
Follow the dragon.
Follow her. Do it.
Do it now.
now.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, click the name in the bar below. Click the follow button.
Why are you
Do
pointing
it
at her
now.
tits?
I already did.
Oh. Who's looking at? Who's poking my
He
tits?
was
Why are
he's
you
pointing at them.
Wait, what?
He's like, look at the bar
Pointing your-
below and just pointed at the
You know
I was
what I
titties.
pointing
realized?
in your general direction and
I've-
pointing down towards
I've
the
been
freaking
nodding.
bar where the title is.
What was it? She's like,
You say you've been nodding?
I've been nodding my head, and like I realized my tits clap.
Physics for the win.
physics.
I don't normally nod my head and stream.
We're winning,
I just feel
Jack.
like.
Whoa, sigh. Whoa.
What? I can get taller.
And I've been just nodding my head, and then all of
Well,
a
they do
sudden I
clap.
look
I
down and I'm
shouldn't.
like, my tits clap. Not my in real life tits.
I'm just kind of curious of like how
Crazy
long have you
sentence.
not noticed that?
I know,
I've
right?
had this model for like maybe half a
Crazy
year,
sentence.
man. I just don't nod my. I shake my head, but my tits do whatever. But nodding my head, clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
I love the sudden
Clap, clap, clap,
realization.
get pregnant, blah, 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 get pregnant,
Oh, God.
Clap, clap,
Oh,
clap, clap,
God.
clap.
The memes.
get pregnant, get pregnant.
Ayo.
Hey, that's Omni's line. He has the milk.
My God.
But
Mm-mm.
are you guys ready for a new topic?
Yep.
Sure.
New topic.
I
Well,
think
because
we're
we're not going on a new topic. It's Q&A time, bitches.
Oh,
For anyone who wishes to ask questions, feel free to ask any questions you wish right now, because right now we're taking open comments. But remember,
Ask away.
the if you're asking it to someone directly, they have the right to refuse the thing if they feel like if they're uncomfortable.
mm-hmm.
So feel free to ask whatever questions you wish. I like how you put up your glasses for this. Honey scam thoughts.
Oh, yes, I wanted to talk about that so
yes.
badly.
You know
I was
what? Go-
surprised it wasn't a
Oh
topic already.
god.
The reason I
Yeah,
didn't
go
make it a
for it.
topic is because I haven't had time to look into it. So this one's actually new to me.
Oh, I watched.
So Shizu, since how much do you know about it? Do you think you know enough to explain it?
Oh, well, I didn't watch the original video. I watched Ludwig and Moist Critical and a bunch of other streamers react to a very specific video. And basically, Honey, when you download it, and
Before you
a free
continue,
What?
so like, honey, when you do this, I want to slap you type shit.
Honestly,
Honey?
it's really like that. Not even gonna lie at this point. It's only, instead of just slapping, you want to use a baseball bat with a nail on the end.
Honey?
But please
So
continue.
Honey is a shopping application that supposedly gets you coupons or finds you deals.
Mhm.
And it was really cool. A lot of streamers and people in general promoted it and used it. I even use it. I'm
I
sure
think
most
so.
of you guys also use it, except
didn't.
I don't
I
use it for
didn't.
coupons. I
didn't.
use it to figure out price fluctuations with certain Amazon items, which I still think is really cool because I don't want to purchase something at max price if it says it's on sale, but it's still max price. So I use it for that purpose, but a lot of people use it for discounts or coupons.
Mhm, mhm.
One of the issues is that Honey doesn't actually look at all the possible coupons that are out in the world. It uses coupons that are sponsoring Honey. Honey was bought out by PayPal not too long ago for like
Oh no.
some millions of
So,
So
dollars.
wait, it wasn't always a
$500.
scam.
It was not always a scam. No.
Okay, so
No.
it's recently a scam.
unt-
Got it.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not that kind of recently brought that it is a scam, but it has been formed to become a scam
Got it.
to some degree.
Yeah, I can provide the technical details after Shizu is done.
So yeah, this is only from an outside perspective since I know Ray does like the IT tech stuff. So when you go to checkout and you see Honey has a few coupons they would like to show you, you could press on it and it will scan through, and most likely than not, it will say that there's no coupons, even though there probably is. But because you click on that, it adds a cookie. And it adds a PayPal cookie. So PayPal/Honey gets a specific, like an affiliate link. They get a certain amount of money, and that's the click. But when I use an affiliate link, say, I'm just going to use Sai as an example.
Mhm.
Say Sai has an affiliate link, and I click and use Sai's affiliate link, and I want to purchase something. I'm going to go to the cart. But Honey says, I have a coupon. I click, okay, let me just press on this Honey coupon. It gets rid of Sai's affiliate coupon and replaces it with Honey's own coupon. Because Honey got the last click. The whole thing is that Honey is the last click. Honey does everything out of their possible path to be the last click to replace any and all cookies, affiliate links, coupons, anything. Honey wants that money. They take the last click. So it's not even just an issue about content creators not getting money from their affiliate link. It's about Honey just taking all this money and how it's actually a scam. And I saw this, I actually watched a video before I streamed while I was showering earlier.
Nice.
Oh shoot, I missed my train of thought. In Honey's terms and services, they said that you're not allowed to sue Honey.
Wow.
Which I feel like that's you can't.
Yeah, legal. There is a legal content creator that goes by
Legal Mindset?
Legal. No, not Legal Mindset. Or Legal Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
He specializes in stuff like copyright law and things like that, stuff that affects content creators. And he's getting a class action together, and he's taking them on himself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but okay, so the technical aspect of this, or like Shizu said, how it works is when you click on the affiliates link, or this works for any website really, is when you visit a website, how it tracks like what ads to serve you, how long you've been on the website, or what you looked at. All the analytics are stored in what's called a cookie file. And it's basically just a text with a bunch of technical mumbo jumbo that most people, when they look at it, would just see garbled and not understand what they're looking at. But what this browser extension was doing was when you say click on say Silenk's affiliate link, say you're going to like Amazon.com for a brand of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
What it would do is when you click on that link, it would use that URL, but you would see a brief flash, almost like a pop-up window of a new tab popping up with or the URL that does not have the affiliate code in it. And that would replace the cookie, even though the web address stays the same, basically taking all the money out of that content creator's pocket for that potential transaction.
Oh.
And to make it worse, or like Zizi pointed out, it's supposed to pull in all these different coupon codes, different bargains. All of that stuff is supposed to get pulled in by the browser extension, but it would not prioritize necessarily the biggest discount. Say, like if there were 3 coupons and one was affiliated with Honey directly or through PayPal, even though it might be like 10% off and there's 30% off or available somewhere else, it would not show you the 30% off. It would show you the one that they're affiliated with that they get a bigger cut of.
Okay. Also, Lemon's talking about what you said, because Honey takes affiliate links, people could potentially lose sponsors because Honey was taking their credit for their advertising.
Yep, and that's part of why Legal's getting involved, because
does this affiliate lose his paycheck from the people? Not only does affiliates lose their paychecks from the people using the code, but they also potentially lose their sponsorship depending on how much Honey pay. Oh yeah, that's fair. Technically, yeah. So, dang.
But yeah. So basically, they're getting free advertising and pocketing the money that should have been going to their sponsor. Dang. So basically, there's a whole host of different issues at play here, which is why Legal is getting content creators together and filing a class action lawsuit.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised more bigger companies aren't fucking mad. Because imagine like there's a Dorito commercial on like say like a Call of Duty streamer saying, and next thing you know, they have Honey on there. Next thing you know, they're ripping off people like Activision, Microsoft, Doritos, Coca-Cola.
Oh,
and they just might be getting involved in this class action because, we're talking at least potentially upwards of hundreds of thousands of creators, not to mention products that were tied to it.
Yeah, honestly, that's millions of dollars in lawsuits right there.
Oh, not even millions. That we're talking billions of dollars. Based on
honestly, how long's Honey been around? At least 10 years, right?
The extension's been around for about 10-15 years, but how long it's been a scam, that is still being determined, because it could have been a few months, or it could have been over 10 years at this point. We don't know exactly, which is part of what's going to come out during the discovery process for the class action. Yeah, that's not going to be great. Oosh. But with all that being said, does anyone have another topic you wish to discuss? Anyone else in chat wish to say anything else or have anything else to bring up? Because if not, we'll go to the next topics. What's with the... I love that your eyes can do that, right? They're just the straight up white, just like... Ugh. What? Does this surprise you?
No, but it's just like, no, that's cool.
What?
Do you see his eyes?
Oh yeah.
Actually, it's always been a scam. Someone else also made a video about it in their first launch, but they didn't pick it. Oh yeah, did they pick up the algorithm?
That's not surprising.
No.
Yeah.
This is from the YouTube side, but it's knockers or cake, and I'm like, what is that? Oh, now I get it.
Lewd.
Yeah.
Do you guys wish to answer this one, or do you just want to go past it?
Oh wait. So the question is knockers or cakes?
Knockers or cake?
I think probably the person who should give it the go or no on this would probably be Chizu.
Wait, what?
Agree.
What?
Because
what's the question? I don't understand.
Boobs or ass?
Boobs?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is this like female anatomy only?
I don't know. I think they're just like asking which one do you prefer.
Is this generalized? Like, I'm extremely attracted to men. Like, I may not sound straight. I may not sound straight, but God, do I love man tits. Oh my God. I love man tits so much. I don't think you understand.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad.
all the way.
I'm kind of glad I didn't break out my other model then.
I am an avid lover of man titties, man. I'm so sorry. Just
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what to talk about now.
like Sai has actually been derailed. Like, this is a monumental moment.
I don't think you guys understand.
No. I think
well, at least
I think us
understand
guys
completely.
understand. I really think. I think that's like a very you know.
It's just
Honestly,
squishy.
that is a
It's a
genuine
good
like, good
pillow. I don't think
That's a good
actual
pillow.
women boobs are good pillows unless they're squished together in a bra. That is not a good pillow because you have a
Yeah.
lopsided pillow, man. Those boobs do not stay together naturally. They split apart. Okay, it's like pulling apart two Hawaiian bread rolls. Okay, they split. They don't stay together. That's not a solid pillow. But man titties, oh, they stay in one place. It's solid.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have never met or heard a female that is very passionate about one aspect about a man.
Okay, you know what? You
Like-
know what? How about this? How about this? Everyone, you got to say. We're gonna start with Ray, go to Shizu, then me, then Omni. But you all have to say which one you prefer.
I mean,
It doesn't have to be men or women. It could just be.
It could be anyone at this point. I don't care.
Okay,
So Ray,
okay,
you
okay.
go.
I will say between the two of those, the one I will notice first is definitely the arse.
So the cake, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Shizu.
Man titties.
I feel like that was going to be the
No,
answer, but we just had to make sure that was it was sealed in. You know.
That expression with that answer is just perfect.
Yeah, that was 100% beautifully perfect.
My face is so red right now. My ears too.
So I'm gonna be honest. They're not redder than I am right now.
I get the feel there's some competition there. Call it a
Yeah, I
hunch.
feel there's definitely competition in this
Wait,
one.
actually, so you know what? This is a hard one for me.
Never
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a hard one for me because I'm like, I like both.
So it's got both worlds, man.
Yeah, it's hard to pick between the two, but I mean, you got to answer one or the other.
I definitely say the tits, 100%. I like both. Like I would not be unhappy with either, but still, I have to say the tits. Yeah, mostly because, as much as it's wrong to say, it's like jingling keys. You see them and just like, hello.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, very understandable.
Yeah, for me, or it's a question of how well they take care of themselves. Is they have, if the cake is nice and well built, then they're probably taking care of themselves. That's my logic.
Huh.
More
What-
cake. Myself.
What
Good
if
one,
they
Eternal.
just have a fat ass naturally
Yeah.
through genetics?
Well, I mean, it's not something that everyone would notice, but I've spent enough time in the fitness circles. I can tell generally, like with like how thighs look in comparison to the cake.
I will
Like
say
if
I'm a
the
big.
cake was natural or if it was built through squats.
I am a big thigh enjoyer as well. Very much would like to be choked by thighs.
Man, I'm trying to make a thing for like any type of big subathon or donathon, and one of the biggest things is going to be crush a
breaking-
watermelon with my thighs.
Whoa!
I knew it!
Nice.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest ones. I had it for my birthday stream last year, but it was like a $2,000, and I got it like halfway there, I think. But
You want to break
Hey,
that
listen.
thing?
I don't. That means I have to show like bare thighs to crush this shit.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
that's a,
And if
that's a
you
lot
can
of
crush
money
a
to see that.
if you can crush a watermelon with your thighs, I'm guessing you spend a fair amount of time in the gym too.
Nope,
I'm
Just
gonna
natural
I'm
ones.
gonna be honest. I
not at all.
kind of as weird as this is to say, I feel like I could break a watermelon with my thighs too.
Seems doable.
I feel very confident that I can do that myself as well.
I
Yeah.
just based on your model, I feel like you'd be able to crush it with your pecs. You'd be able to do what David Hasselhoff did during the
The man
SpongeBob.
titties.
No. Did you guys see the SpongeBob movie where like David Hasselhoff uses his pecs to shoot
yeah.
SpongeBob?
Oh,
That's what he would do to
God,
the
yeah.
watermelon, but instead of shooting it out, it just explode. This man's David
God.
Yeah,
Hasselhoff.
It's kind of like that one video. I don't think you guys have seen it. It's not too popular of a video, but this man, he's got these big ass muscles, like arm muscles, and he crushes an egg through the little the forearm, in between the forearm and the arm, like the little crease. And then like a really skinny petite girl does it, and she like crushes the egg.
Yeah, that was the dumbest form of display of like, I am strong. It's like you crushed an egg, one of the frailest things out there.
I'm gonna be honest. I saw people do that type of stuff, and then I see this one other guy literally pulling a fucking plane by himself.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there was a guy that was literally pulling a plane.
What?
I mean, the world's strongest man competition does come up with some crazy
They
stuff,
do.
and one of them actually was pulling a plane.
Yeah.
Like that actually did happen.
Holy shit! I can never imagine that.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of wowed out by the Atlas pillars.
Yeah,
how
that's
they
it.
do that.
Or the caber toss, where the fucking guys grab the cabers and toss it over their heads.
No,
I'm scared every time they do that.
what really scared me about that is where I forget where I think it was a stunt that someone was pulling, but it was actually a real 747. But a dude was freaking pulling it from the front landing gear.
Yep, he did.
Jesus.
Strength be weird sometimes.
Well, it helps when you use physics to your advantage.
Fair, but still,
Oh yeah. I mean, the second you get something moving, like
it's gonna move.
Yeah. Yeah, the momentum takes a long time to roll off, but you got to get it to that point first. And then when it comes time to stop, you better hope you get out of the way.
Basically.
oh yeah.
But yeah, that is the question answered eternal. Wait, Omni, what'd you say?
Oh.
I feel like
I
you're a
was
cake
easily-
man.
Well, first off, I would say the female form, because honestly,
Yeah,
no
you're a
matter what
cake
shape
man.
it takes, it's just beautiful either way. But you'd be surprised that I'm actually more of a breast man.
No, I can believe it.
I think I could tell it by the milk.
Made the milk.
I mean,
Oh, whoops! I accidentally gave myself head pats.
You have had pats?
On accident.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So, does anyone else have any other topics they wish to discuss in chat? If not, we're moving to the next topic.
what you got for us?
Let's see, chat, what you got for us? What you gonna pull up on us?
Pulling out his cock. Sorry.
oh God! Please,
This
do,
What?
please do not use that soundboard. Do not use that, please.
Was it really loud?
Does it trigger something in you?
Like, no, it's
You're
just really
unleashing the
freaking loud.
beast.
It's
No,
just really freaking loud.
No, I just, I don't really want the, I don't really want the, I don't want this to, I don't want to finish the sentence while I don't want to say what I'm saying, while at the same time I feel like I need to say what I'm saying, you know?
I
Go on.
think I know what you're trying to say.
I don't want this to become a hentai.
How?
Because she said you need to pull the schlong out.
No.
Isn't that how I got immediately meant hentai, right?
Of all the
I'm an
things we
idiot.
talked about,
Yeah.
like with everything we talked about, and
Yeah.
you're worried about that?
Yes! It happens very quickly.
That's like your freaking shtick at this point.
No, it's not.
That what's happened almost every hot takes.
My hot takes is about conversations that matter to people. Of course, I get hit in the head if I am talking about my hot takes. My hot takes are about conversations that matter to people and deep deep conversations. Yes. So apparently, Kill the Justice League is adding. No, they already did. That was is already DLC.
Oh yeah,
I
heard about
I'm just
that.
going to Twitter. Perry the donkey who served as the donkey model for Shrek has passed away at the age of 30.
No.
Wait.
No.
Perry's dead.
Perry's dead.
I'm not sad.
Wait.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. But I say we go to the next topics. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
No topic.
Why did that one smack me in the face?
Why not?
Wow.
Well, actually, the next topic is actually about Neurosama, actually.
Ah.
Neurosama is
Oh, yeah.
breaking the all-time hype train record. And people are thinking that she's not actually an AI, but the person that made her is actually typing everything in.
That's crazy. Imagining to
Ye-
type in everything.
And I'm gonna be honest. Even if it is, and he is just typing everything in, that man deserves it.
Yeah. Especially.
Yeah, like, if he is, for sure.
If he's typing that stuff in, he deserves it just on that alone.
And besides that,
Yeah.
like, here's the real big kicker. If he was going to do that, how can one have a debate? He had a debate with Neuro
Mhm.
about is Neuro real, and Neuro, honestly, when listening to the reasoning, Neuro had a lot of valid points in terms of Neuro being a real sentient being,
Yes.
and Beetle
Yeah.
literally was kind of stumped until she started going off the rails a little bit in conversation. But
Mhm.
but all things considering, Neuro is becoming way more real than most people are really giving her credit to be.
Yeah, that's
No.
fair.
Yeah, I can honestly say this. Technology is my bread and butter. I'm not a developer like Vettel, but I can honestly say I've been kind of looking into AI technology. Or
Mhm.
I even found a template version, like a prototype of the framework that was underlying Neurosama. And my God, even the basic framework is incredibly complex to manage. I can't even imagine what that code looks like that Vettel is working with on a daily basis that is behind Neuro, much less actually figuring out how to give her a real memory where she can remember stuff that happened 10, 12 streams ago, remember it, and then beat freaking Vettel over the head with it, or terrorize Annie or her model creator. And I think someone is actually building a robot body for her so she can actually explore the real world more like we can, or when we're not on stream.
Also, I'm gonna be honest. At this point,
Concerned about
at this point, Neurosama is the anime we're not living in, and she's the main character.
So
Yeah.
basically,
This is just a
she's-
story about how an anime girl became real, and that's just new. That's just
No, that-
Neurosama's anime.
Yeah,
That is literally the entire plot line of Code Lyoko. That's what that is.
Oh yeah, she's getting isekai, but instead of being isekai into an anime, she's being isekai from the anime to the real world.
No, you don't understand. The real world is her anime.
That's what I mean.
Also, yeah, people keep calling Zentria an AA as well.
No,
Oh well,
no, that's okay.
Yeah.
No, because of the fact that one, Zentrea has been like this since the very beginning. And there are many different programs that she even lists the programs that she
Yeah.
uses in order to make what she gives the general gist of what she uses in order to do what she does.
I am also a
Nothing
big
was
fan of
specific.
Zentria. Very, very big fan.
no, oh yeah, and another one that's comparable to Zentrea in terms of how they do the text to speech thing is Mother V3.
Exactly.
Yeah, Mother V3 is a fantastic addition to
Wait,
that.
what?
lineup.
God, I love her new model. It's just so fucking cute. Like Stack Overflow instantly.
Okay,
Yeah.
update. What was that?
Hmm?
That was a fantastic.
A fantastic
No,
addition.
you said fantastic.
Fan or fan,
I feel
either
like
or.
this man is
I-
shrimping right now.
I mean, I'm in the same boat. I mean, like,
He's
actually
either
seeing her
shrimping
new
hell.
model. Holy hell, does her new model look good?
Shrimping. No, it's fine. Shrimping is
I
fine.
can appreciate a well-designed
no.
model and entire aesthetics in terms of like the voice.
Oh
But
no.
I do know who. I don't.
Oh, no.
Okay, I don't. Let me clarify. I don't
I'm
know
surrounded by shrimps.
personally. I don't know personally the person behind the model, but I know Who they are? Okay, I guess I don't know how to better say it.
Ow.
Yep. Yeah, I'm glad I'm over here, not over there.
Welcome everybody to Hot Takes. Hello, Ella. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. How was your
Hi,
stream? What were you
Ella.
doing? We're in the middle of Hot
Welcome
Takes.
in,
How's it
Ella.
going?
Welcome
Gamer
in. Welcome
rated. We
in.
got gamer rated.
Get rated.
Gamer rated.
Get rated. Get rated. Get rated. Get rated.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get followed, get followed, get followed.
Yep. Yeah, see, everyone's out there only sound below. Click me. Click people's names. Follow.
If you don't click, hopefully everything worked. Either way, hello everybody, welcome. I hope you guys are having great. Everyone go follow Ella. She is the best. How are you doing, Ella? I hope you're doing well. I think, yeah. So, yeah. But we were talking about, what, Neurosama again? Or
Yep.
or
yep,
were we
and
shrimping over other VTubers currently?
We can do both.
Okay.
Basically, it was the voice and like, are these people AI? Which inconclusive.
Great. I own a card shop now, have a stalker, and keeps tabs on a guy for his... What?
TCG simulator, I'm betting.
I am so, like, out of context. That's not great.
No, that I mean, fair to that, yes.
Like,
yeah, that is a fair
I'm
point.
kind of taking that a little literally, and that literally kind of scares me. Okay.
Definitely designed to
Okay.
make you piss yourself.
Shizu.
Yes.
Okay, she's making you still there. You look at you staring off in the distance. You still thinking about many titties?
Yeah, oh my God, constantly. Okay, so got the perfect pair. Sorry.
Mostly, I guess, while we're just very quickly on that, I do have a quick question for you, Shizu. Your jewel, the jewel around your neck.
Oh, my jewel.
Oh,
This is a pre-made model.
Is it pre-made?
no, it's
Yes,
it's
actually,
pretty.
I customized it to look like my character. This is the original model.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
It's very different in comparison to how I customized it. I can also remove my horns as well, which is something I drew.
You can also
I do have a... Like one.
oh, okay. Because I was just kind of curious if there was a lore reason for your jewel. Because I looked at your jewel and it's like, wow, that is a really very big jewel. It reminds me of. It almost looks like mine. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wait, can anyone else go blue?
Blue?
Yeah, can you go blue?
Do you guys want to match with me?
Well, the reason is I wanted to do Blue Man Group.
Oh my God! We can be the Blue
Man Group.
It is the most I can do.
Oh wait, it's cutting him out. Blue Man Group. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! His hair's gone.
Yep, there it goes. Gone.
Oh no!
But yeah, this is about as close as I can go to blue.
Yes, I've gone angel
I
mode.
appreciate the question though. I don't really have anything like lore wise with this character. I actually, crazy enough, I just revealed like my official model design, character design, because I had a character, but
Is it on Twitter?
I knows it's very it was very like mommy like, and based off of my voice, obviously I'm not very mommy like, right? So I wanted to appeal towards, like, not appeal, but I wanted to be a little more like me, you know? I wanted to be a little more cutesy to some degree, because I don't do like mommy redeems or anything that other people do. I do my awas every now and then, but that just doesn't make me
that's just not you.
It's just not me, exactly.
I get it. I get it.
I have a model in the works very soon. I am planning to commission somebody for a full model in February.
Nice.
Exciting.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
Also, I'm being judged for my amazing large amount of boxes that is littering the streets. Why do you have so many boxes in the streets?
Isn't there like a thing, a crowd control thing where people can send you a bunch of shit and like you can like fill the whole street with boxes because they keep sending you boxes?
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I need to
pretty
do that
much.
more. I have TCG Card Company. I need to play more.
Yeah,
So-
that's
so-
pretty much what happens.
So Ella, what you're saying is I could go take one of the boxes and have a place to sleep in at night?
No,
Hey, you don't control the boxes.
Shame box?
I am the
Is it a
boxes.
shame box?
yes,
Create
it's a
your
shame
own
box.
It's a shame box. Oh
We'll
my
put
God.
Ray in the shame box.
I did have something to say about the Neurosama thing. I saw a Twitter comment
Uh-huh.
earlier, and it was like Neurosama is technically not like it's an AI. Like
Yeah.
it is an AI. But
Yes.
people were like, it's not very original or anything. Neurosama literally goes based off of all the people that they've previously. I don't agree with this at all, but I am just reading saying the comment that I saw earlier.
And then
Neurosama learns from all the people that they collaborate from, so they're just taking a bunch of ideas and ways people comment and just combining them all into one thing rather than being original to some degree.
Well,
No.
here's the counterattack on that. Playing when we are growing up from children, do we not adapt to anything and say
Exactly.
the first thing that comes to anything that surround our surroundings? It's no different.
I think the problem
Yeah.
is this. Everyone thinks they're original when even stories kind of have like structures that have already been found in from one thing or another. Whether you like it or not, nothing's
Star
really
Wars New Hope.
Star Wars. Lord of the Rings. Oh no, my internet's dying. No, give me a moment. Please, not today.
Uh-oh.
Why?
Oh no.
Why?
Oh no.
Why?
This is where
Okay, I'm stopping
Simon's
stream.
internet
I'm-
would go
I'm-
wild.
Back.
It looked fine on my end for a minute there.
It was just
Yeah,
buffering for
yeah.
a few seconds, but it's back up. It just has
Well, yeah, if we need to kill the Discord stream, I got the
killed
actual
Discord
stream up.
No, yeah, I killed the Discord stream and it's back. Okay, we're good. Okay. Sorry, freaked me out a second. I've been having problems the last few days where it just freaking dies and I can't get it back up basically, and it pings the server like 20 times.
Yeah, I hate when it does that so
Yeah.
much.
So let's go
Yeah.
on to the next topic, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
No topic. So
new topic.
Notch has talked about wanting to make Minecraft 2.
Saw that tweet last night.
Has Minecraft 1 even came out?
Yes,
I-
we're playing it.
Itself is Minecraft one.
but yeah, it's been out for what, 10, almost 15 years now?
The question.
No. I was thinking of like the movie Minecraft.
Oh
No. He's talking about a new video
ew.
game.
Yeah,
okay.
a successor to Minecraft.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was about to say, it's like, oh god,
Yes.
the movie hasn't even come out yet. Why would
Yeah.
they want to make
Hasn't
a
even
part
come
two?
out.
Yeah.
Oh god, imagine how bad it could be.
Okay, so a Minecraft 2, a sequel to Minecraft. Okay, first and foremost, let's be completely honest with each other. What could he possibly improve aside from probably graphics that Minecraft isn't already substantially working very well with?
You know what it is?
Yeah, and there's no as well.
I would say basic animations. Like the blocks and everything and how you move is fine, but it seems a little limited. Thank you so much, Trading Guest. Thank you for your follow. Welcome to the Coffee Crew. The first company is always on me. Hello. But in my opinion, I feel like basic animations and like basic. I don't know. I feel like everything is kind of like static move wise, then it could be a lot more fluid if that makes sense.
I guess it
Because
could.
even in like the story mode game they made, it still felt more fluid.
Well, I can think of a few things from a technical aspect they might be able to improve on. Like the code, no doubt, was, I believe, Java Edition is still based in Java code.
It is.
And let's be honest, every company is pretty much moving away from Java at this point. because it is incredibly vulnerable and it could easily be exploited. We've seen this countless times of Java exploits being distributed through Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be a good opportunity to restructure it in a newer program language that isn't as vulnerable.
I suppose. What are they going to switch it over to? Unreal Engine 5?
Maybe.
One, or they could easily do is HTML5 or C Sharp.
Yeah.
C Sharp, it takes all the elements of Java, it takes a very similar structure, but it incorporates all the good aspects of C++, we're making a hybrid language.
But wouldn't that render a lot of the already pre-existing
Nope.
laws that...
It would basically break all of those, and it would have a clean break to go to the new code base.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
bit of a
Yes, I
problem.
agree. Like, for me, I just think it's hard to improve upon Minecraft because what you got there is so basic, and the basic is such a very good. But what you have there is the basics, and the basics are just hard to change.
Yep.
But you'd have to
It's a
improve upon
literal
the
sandbox.
basics in order to make it a new game, basically. Like, that's one thing I have with Ark Survival 2, because they're coming out with Ark 2, and it's like, how do you improve upon that? Like, what do you do with that, you know? They could also decide to create a new story too. That's true. They could do like a new story and everything else like that. And it's not like you can't make a new... It's not like you can't make a Minecraft 2. The question is, what do you want to do with it? And how do you do it too? Because one, it has to be moddable because everyone goes to Minecraft mostly for mods.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All the mods are...
So, you know what I would do if I was making a Minecraft 2? I would have something similar to a few other games I've been seeing, where you have to where you know it's going to be modded, so you actually have a space for the community just to post mods within the game, and on a page where you can download the mods from there.
Yeah, like an official repository.
Exactly. I think they have something with that on Bedrock, but it costs stuff. But have one specifically designed for the community, if that makes sense. Like mod packs for the community.
Yeah, Bedrock does support that on an a la carte basis, but there's no like official repository that's monitored and curated.
Exactly.
I suppose that
I feel like that would be good. And also, can we get more content than we're getting right now? And why do we have to have a vote for every mob? Just put all the mobs you've already made in there. God dang it!
Yeah.
Dumb as shit.
Is it that much to really add a mod?
It's one of those things.
Not a mod.
I feel like it's one of those things. If they have such a cash cow that if they mess with it, they're gonna be, oh no, not the cash cow.
I think it's also because they like play devil's advocate. I guess it is also they want to like see where the interest lies and to not put so much resources on trying to do too much at one time. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like they should have a big enough team to easily manage Minecraft and do more, but I don't know their numbers, so it's really hard to say. Like,
well, they have enough to make side games to Minecraft. I feel like they should have enough to at least make updates every month, not every year.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, too, they might be looking at some other technical limitations that we aren't privy to.
Fair.
Like what kind of servers are they running? What's their storage capacity? Are hard drives coming close to life and they have to basically keep a certain buffer in case a hard drive fails? I mean, like, these are things that could be in play that we'll never see because we're end customers.
You know what I think they do need to do? Minecraft Remastered.
So, well, like an official HD texture?
Like an official HD texture, full-on remaster. Because I feel like if you can at least do that and upgrade it to probably like a new engine or something, it'd probably be easier to manage than what you're doing right now. Because what do you have? Like, you have the same game on 2 different code bases across like 8 different platforms that you probably update all of them for. I think the ones you probably don't update for now are like PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Hell, I don't think you even update the Xbox One anymore.
I think I know the reason why that might be a bad idea.
Mhm.
And I think this is hardly a game limited to a potential HD remaster of Minecraft, but a lot of modern games,
Mm.
texture sizes take up most of the space in an install.
Yeah.
And I discovered this with my Unity projects as I reduced my texture sizes from 2048 down to resolution of 512. I did not lose that much visual quality, and I cut the entire world size from almost 500 megs down to 140.
Oh, nice.
Not bad.
I don't want Java Minecraft to go away. I'm not saying get rid of it. I'm just saying have, or at least if you are going to keep it on Java or something, make it similar to Java, or at least go to something that you can put everything on instead of having on two different code bases, if that makes sense.
Yeah, which is why I think C# would be a good idea, because it wouldn't take all that much to convert existing Java-based mods into a C# or friendly format.
Fair. I feel like everything we're saying right now is just going over Shizu's head.
Yeah, I understand that too much. I was just reading the tweet that Nox put out, and he basically said he wanted to make it spiritual successor, and I'm like, I think you should just make a new game at that point instead of trying to make a Minecraft 2.
Kind of.
You know, what are you going to add to a Minecraft 2? You're just you'll add things to a Minecraft 2 that people in Minecraft 1 really want, but are just going to make mods for in Minecraft 1, and Minecraft 2 isn't going to gain as much traction. Mods are such a huge thing in Minecraft. Like, it's it'll be hard to kind of kill it. And like, Minecraft is, I don't know, like, just make a new game at that point rather than something that's trying to go based off of Minecraft.
That's fair.
You know, what I don't want to see is some nonsense like Overwatch and Overwatch 2. That was a genuine downgrade.
It was. Holy.
Especially how they handled
Marks
it.
are
It was
so much
way
better
worse.
than Val's. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Marks much
surprise,
better.
surprise.
But yeah. Yeah, making Minecraft 2 is like making Disney remake. Yeah, that's kind of a fitting.
It just doesn't feel very genuine, and a lot of the people in the comments are like, so basically you're asking for more money because Minecraft is not making you enough.
It's not like it's making him any more money anyway. He sold off the IP to Microsoft.
Yeah, so Microsoft's making the money, not him, unless he got a royalty deal.
He probably does, right?
I don't know.
Minecraft is such a huge hit, unless it was too early on.
Well,
it was probably too early on at the time.
Probably.
Yes, I think it's a classic case of like knowing you got something good, but not really understanding how good it is until you give it off.
Basically. But I say with that, we go to a new topic. If you guys are ready.
Mm-hmm.
Good. New topic. So, this is going to be kind of going back to what we did earlier, but Sony's president said something really stupid.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh no.
Who would have saw this coming?
So Sony's president, so you know the newest movie that just released by Sony, right?
I have to refresh my memory. I actually don't remember.
See, because no one watched it. It was Kraven the Hunter.
Oh, Kraven.
Oh, I have heard of it, but not for good reasons.
Yeah, because it was awful.
Like, really?
Yes.
Like, okay, I kept hearing that it was a bad movie, but no one explained once again, like, why it was a bad movie.
The characters,
it was a bad.
The characters are flat. The story's uninteresting. I had more fun watching Madam Web.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, from what I understand, is it basically killed off any future Spider-Man potential in the franchise.
They actively signed deals with Disney after that movie came out, basically saying, you make the movies, we'll just crap in royalties, basically.
But why would they introduce a character that is literally in the Spider-Man universe? And one of Spider-Man's...
Who's that?
Getting a phone call?
No,
Who's that?
Nothing important. No one. That's fine. like Craven is a very prominent character in the Spider-Man universe.
Mhm.
Like, how could you have not him meet Spider-Man?
It's simple. They wanted to make their own Avengers without having the rights to the Avengers, so they take their villains from Spider-Man and try to make them into semi-heroes and make an Avengers out of that. And it didn't work.
I'm gonna have to watch the movie, honestly. Like, I'm still gonna watch it. I've watched worse.
Rhino looks
I've
awful.
watched worse things.
He looks so bad. But
okay, now on that because like everyone says, oh, the Rhino looks awful. He looks like dog shit. It's like, but let's be honest let's be honest with ourselves.
yes,
What did you really expect the Rhino to look like?
they did it better in
When
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
He was in a mech.
And I'd rather that, yes. Let's be honest. The fucking video games did Rhino better.
But if we're taking like the concept of the Rhino in like comic to movie adaptation, it makes sense. Compared to like in the comics, he was just a dude in a suit.
Okay. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, Omni. As much as I agree with you, it makes sense. Other properties did the design so much better. It's awful looking. Even that design was still done better in Amazing Spider-Man 2. No, Amazing Spider-Man from like what, 2012. Like even the video game had a better design of Rhino before this design. It's a thing, but the president of Sony doesn't understand why those movies were bad. That's the problem. So my whole thing is this: when the presidents and the CEOs can't tell why these things are flopping, is that I've seen that a lot recently, and I'm starting to question like why everyone's in charge if they're just that stupid.
Yeah, it's very much a problem, and the fact that no one has been realizing, like, from higher up, on like why they're losing a lot of money, and the people on the ground is saying, "Hey, yeah, here's the reason," but they're not listening. The business is whoever been appointed over has been deliberately sabotaging their own companies.
Well, I think I do know the answer to this. It's one of those things where it's just a logic or a flow of logic, but I have no substantial proof of it. It's just a really strong gut feeling based on our observations. Is the marketing and research firms that they're hiring to do their consultations, do their market research, and come back to the marketing teams and say, hey, this is a good strategy for this movie. They're not looking at actual data from real people. They're looking at stuff that like old Twitter, for example. They was looking at like how many retweets you're getting, how many likes, or how many comments and stuff. That is the kind of thing that they are primarily looking at. They're very metric driven. They're not like real data driven from real people. So if they can't quantify it, they don't put it in front of their marketing team. Doesn't get it, they get a recommendation. So the only number any of these people are probably going to listen to is sales figures like Mufasa and Sonic. Mufasa, I can pretty much guarantee, is like a flop from Disney's perspective, even though it's doing fairly well. Yeah, it's doing fairly well for a average movie. I guarantee that's not an average cost movie. Where Sonic 3 is thrashing them probably on a fraction of the budget.
It is.
Jesus.
Yeah. And
but
wait, Shizuko, do you have any thoughts on this?
Not really. I don't think I don't know too much about like Sony and stuff.
So this is about Sony, but I'm also just talking about like CEOs and everything in general, and how they're so out of touch they can't even tell what a good movie is anymore.
I feel like they're just selling themselves out at this point. They're not even caring about if the results are good. They're just really just selling themselves out to someone else.
I guess I just don't see how you can look at the things you just made and say they're great movies.
Well, I mean, mean, look at Sony. I mean, with some of the stuff they've come up with the past 5-10 years to come up with, they were trying to push the NFT stuff.
They did,
even though the market was resoundingly saying we don't want this trash. Like, its NFT values have tanked.
Fair.
So, and they were still trying, like, and as late as I want to say about 2022. They were still trying to push Symbiogenesis as a next-gen NFT game that you can collect all these different NFTs and randomly generated worlds, and everyone just looked at it and like, what are you thinking? Nobody wants this. It is garbage. Why are you wasting time? And
they're paying for it
Yeah.
now. They're losing money. But
yep.
with that being said, let's go into some funner news.
No.
To the last and final topic I have for the night. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So Marvel Rivals has, I think, passed, to my knowledge, 20 million players who have signed up.
No small feat.
Ooh,
No
that's a
small
solid
feat.
amount.
Yeah.
So Marvel
Yeah,
Rivals has
that's
passed
actually
20 million players, and for their first season, they are coming out with 4 heroes, probably 5 with the end with Blade. So my question for this is, do you think it's actually done what the media has said it was going to do? Is this an Overwatch killer? Because in my opinion, from how everything I'm seeing, I think it's actually killing Overwatch.
Yeah.
Um,
Overwatch 2 specifically.
Yeah, it objectively is. Even Overwatch like focused channels like your Overwatch on YouTube have been straight up saying, yeah, it's an Overwatch killer.
Believe it's an
Yeah, it's
Overwatch
mo-
killer.
It's not competing with Overwatch. It literally just drop kicked.
Even in the
Overwatch.
one
Well,
area,
It's not a competitor.
Yeah.
even in the one area that Overwatch was king of, and you all know the area I'm talking about. I've seen your search history. Marvel Rivals is now starting to beat them in that. Or at least starting to compete there at
Yeah.
least.
All their characters have such a great ass. Like what?
Oh no! Have you seen
What, Venom?
the Invisible
Someone
Woman's
told me
new?
Venom's ass.
No.
No.
The Invisible
No.
Woman, or basically one of the Fantastic Four members. The Invisible Woman. God, I see her
Ooh.
design,
How
and
can
it
I?
is
She's
skin
invisible.
tight.
How can
No,
she?
I have
She's
yet
invisible.
to see it.
She is caked
oh.
up. But are you saying this? You don't want to just look around next, you know, it's in your face.
I'm sorry. I'm a
Yeah.
cloak and dagger player, and I enjoy
Yeah, I
my
know.
dagger.
We understand why you're a cloak and dagger player. Because
Hey,
he
but
gets the
don't get me
best of
wrong,
you. Let's be honest.
Absolutely. Hey, but don't get me wrong. I am also a Squirrel Girl enjoyer as well.
I fully
So let's
agree.
not get
Oh yeah, it's a
Definitely
view.
love Cloak and Dagger though. That was so far one of my favorite healers, along with
mhm.
Luna Snow.
Yeah,
Um,
I
So
love Cloak, that's
visually,
fun.
I love.
I will say this: I don't like one design.
Oh
I hate Wolverine's design. It's awful.
no. Okay, hold on. Before
fucking hate
you
his
say
design.
it,
The base
The
design is
base.
awful.
it's based though.
It is
it's
not.
Based.
It's not.
Yes,
You know why
it
it's
is-
not?
Look
The
this up.
jacket's
Why?
awful.
Look
I
this
hate
up.
the jacket. If you were gonna give him the jacket, give him the leather brown. Have like an X-Men with like a red like sash on it or something. Because a yellow jacket with blue stripes and everything else like that, without giving you should have just gave him the suit, mate. You didn't give him the suit. You make us buy the suit. No. You give him the suit straight up.
But that's okay. But it is
Oh,
issuing
damn, really?
like from the comics. Like that is just like casual.
No.
wear, which- Mhm.
You give me Wolverine. I want him in the suit. I have seen enough movies with him out of the suit. Give me his yellow suit. Fucking hell.
they would
It was
use
such a
casual
thing that
outfit.
everyone wanted the suit in the Deadpool movie. It was a big thing that he was even wearing the fucking thing.
I mean, granted, I give you that.
Yeah.
Give us the suit, damn it. We want that man in yellow tight ass spandex saying bump.
They nailed that too.
Yeah. Good old Steve Bloom.
Good old Steve Bloom doing Wolverine. But I'm gonna be honest, another character that they did get amazingly right, which I didn't think they'd get right, Moon Knight. They got him down to a T. I love Moon Knight.
I can't wait until Dracula comes into.
He actually owes him money.
Yes, $5.
He owes him $5. It's actually canon.
I was really kind of curious of just how much Dracula managed to. I still don't know exactly how the deal even began, but like I'm glad that I just now know how much money he actually owes him. But the whole meme of just like, where are you, Dracula? You get how you freaking nerd.
Oh no!
Money.
Coleman just gave me the worst idea ever. What if they put him in the original Hugh Jackman suit from the first X-Men movie?
Absolutely can, actually.
I mean, I think that'll probably be a seller. Does it be?
How about this?
Say
How
what
about
you
this?
want about the movie.
Before they do that, you have to give me the John Brown, tan and brown suit, please. The one he fought the Hulk in. They probably gonna add the suit as a cosmetic. They already added the suit. They added the freaking Deadpool and Wolverine one, which is basically his original suit. But I'm like, just give me his OG suit, mate. Like, we spent enough time with him not in it, you know? Wait, question. How much do you know about comics?
Nothing.
You know nothing.
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 I'm not. I don't know about. I was never allowed any
When you were
like
never allowed.
access to anything like that. I am Asian. I am Hispanic and Asian. A very restrictive cultures with making sure that I focused on school my whole life. So I never had any opportunities for comics. I was never allowed in the comic section at the library. I was never allowed to like watch movies like that either. Lord of the Rings. That's my shit.
I love Lord of the Rings.
I love Lord of the Rings. That's my shit. Narnia. That's my shit. But anything else, Barbie movies, I know all of them. But
I love
never
Lord of the
allowed
Rings. Actually,
I don't know.
I kind of want to hug you because I feel like you would have loved Marvel Comics.
Probably. I like. I see like I watched Young Sheldon a little bit through somebody else's account for a period of time because I was hanging out with them and stuff. Not because I was illegally using their account or anything.
When you say it like that, I have to question.
Olden Days comic. No, it was actually because I was hanging out with them. So, but it seemed weird. I don't have a Netflix account or anything right now, nor do I have Hulu or Paramount. I don't have any subscription.
You know what? Actually, I think Ella's right. It's never too late to enjoy them. You know what?
Yeah.
Actually, can you guys? What would you guys recommend? Actually, this is a better question. What would you guys recommend to Shizu if she was to get into comics?
Oh wait, I need a notepad. Give me a second. I don't have a pen.
Well,
fuck, I have a computer. Wait, no.
You know, I'll just mark
use a notepad on your computer.
Notes.
Yeah, we got Notepad app.
Yeah, your notes. Yeah, just use notes on. Yeah, just use notes on your computer. Honestly, if there was going to be a good starting point, I would probably say Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is
Spider-Man would be a good start just to get into the feel of what it is, what a hero is designed to be.
Exactly. I fully agree with that. I would say. Sorry, go ahead.
I watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2. I didn't watch 1. I watched 2.
Okay.
That was not bad,
but not 1.
I would recommend, if you're looking for like psychological style stuff, this might just be me because I'm a big Moon Knight fan, but he deals with like multiple personality disorders while being a superhero, and it's a very interesting dichotomy while also having a moon god in his head. So it's very, very interesting. He's basically think Batman, but actively crazy.
Well, she doesn't know Batman.
Yep.
That's true.
Which-
That's true.
I do
You're right.
kind of know Batman, kind of ish. Not really.
Okay, so think stereotypical Batman with separate personalities is actively crazy, but is generally trying to be a hero.
Hmm.
I would say Moon Knight is more of a mid tier, like
He's
getting into comics.
like mid tier.
No, not. I wouldn't say he's like bad. I'm just saying that like he like from a person that's getting into comics, he's like a mid character.
I know this might just be a personal one, just because I enjoy the character a lot. If I had to say another one, I would say another one to be good to get into comics would definitely be, I'd say Daredevil actually.
It's a
Daredevil,
movie.
100%.
Daredevil's is a decent. Daredevil's yeah.
He's kind of
Daredevil's
street
a good
level,
one.
so his things don't kind of go too crazy, but he's pretty interesting when he's like on a street level, you know.
I do have like a question because a lot of people get offended with like I don't really know the difference between DC and Marvel, and a lot of people I think it's DC and Marvel.
Yeah,
a lot of people
DC
get
versus
really
Marvel.
upset about like not knowing the difference between them. So they're two separate companies, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they
are.
have two different sets of
Yep.
characters and
Yes.
everything. I
Yes,
always get them mixed up because
That
I
is-
don't.
That's
know
fine.
them.
that is completely understandable. It
So-
is basically like Star Wars and Star Trek. People,
exactly.
it's just different fandoms. Really love their fandoms,
Like,
and they don't want them.
If I had to suggest getting into DC Comics, 100% go with the Flash.
You sure about that, man?
Yes, I am very sure about that.
Mhm.
Flash is a very cool superhero to get into. He's very funny, while at the same time being quick, speedy. And it's just his things are really, really nice. Just don't watch the movie.
Yeah. Oh, actually, this kind of brings me to something off topic, but
Okay.
a lot of I was kind of scrolling through Twitter during some of the discussions, trying to learn some things, but also saw some off-topic things as well.
Okay.
Regarding like the Sony and stuff. So I was looking through it, but I saw this one thing on Twitter, and it was like people feel like their attention spans are a lot shorter, and like they're unable to read. Like they can't sit down and read a book anymore because they feel so bored out of it. And a lot of people were saying like, yeah, this is what happens because of short form content. So like TikTok, your dopamine levels and stuff are being fulfilled at a certain point. So when you start doing long-term things, now it becomes a hassle because you're so used to the short form content and brain rot, etc.
Exactly.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I kind of agree with that.
I also agree with that.
Yeah, I unfortunately have to. As trends are trends.
I think the problem is this: you also can't completely demonize it because it's not horrendous to have short form content. You know,
It has its perks.
it has its perks, but it also has its downsides. I feel like shorts are interesting, but you shouldn't watch too many of them. Like, I feel like the problem is this: it'd be fine to like watch a short here and there for like, you know, a good like maybe an hour, but don't be doom scrolling until like 4 a.m. You know.
Yeah, everything,
Everything in
especially
moderation.
nowadays, is must flow with the term of moderation, which that's very hard to do nowadays. But
extremely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, there's also the people that have like, you know, watch only streams constantly, or like put them up in the background while they're doing stuff. So there's also that type of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Where
I
it
feel like
takes
that's
them-
a lot better than short form content to some degree.
I
'cause
don't
it's
know.
a long term thing.
Maybe because like some
Maybe.
people can't get into anything if it's less than like for me, I like listening to those streams in the background. If I see a video that I can't put on for more than at least 30 minutes, sometimes I don't even click on the video. You know,
Oh wow.
it's like the
Mhm.
opposite version of that.
Mm-hmm.
maybe we just hit a point that it's like we have so much information nowadays that we should have a much more streamlined of like giving an answer to it.
Maybe. I feel like it's one of those things of you have to kind of balance it out. Watch longer things while at the same time watching shorter things. Everything in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's probably the best thing. Because I feel like if you're getting so bored easily, I'd say take a break. Find at least a long video or a stream. Watch that for a while and then just kind of reset your brain a bit.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I actually? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on.
No, I insist.
I forgot my train of thought.
God damn it!
Damn it! You should have said it first.
Fair enough. Yeah, is it bad that I know a website that literally takes an entire video that can be like 2 to 3 hours long and literally reduce it down to its main points?
Can you send me that later, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I would love that for editing.
Please send that.
I will have to find it, but
If
yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
with the second.
Yeah, please send that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The amount of content and media also will cause... Yeah, there's just a lot to focus on. I'm gonna be honest. There's just so much to focus on. There are too many folks want TL. Yeah, that's fair. Disconnect to other people. Because I don't feel like you should demonize shorts. Because, like, say if I want to learn something really, really quickly, just pull up a short, teaches me how to do it. Next, it's good. So you can't demonize shorts just because they exist. And you can't say it's a bad thing because there's clearly a demand for it.
Yeah, and plus it works incredibly well for notoriety and the algorithm.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's also just say I want to make a quick meal and I want to learn how to do it really quickly because I'm on like a time crunch, but I don't want to grab like food. Pop up a short that just says, "Here, cook this in like a few seconds."
Which I can attest because of a particular cook named Dylan Hollis that I made avocado bread and made other little treats and stuff like that in less time than it would take to go through the entire breakdown.
Exactly.
So
I will put a counterpoint to this just as a point of reference. Instagram is particularly bad about this, but they have some short form type content that's their form of shorts that is all these DIY solutions that frankly should not be DIY.
Oh,
like
those.
Yeah, those have been popping up a lot in my Reels feed, and I was like, why are you stripping off a portion of like 18 gauge wire and then putting a whole bunch of 24 gauge stranded wire on it and expecting it not to freaking burn up when you put a current through it? Don't do that.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's
sometimes I blame my small intent Vine when I was around. Yeah. Oh, Vine. Yeah.
Vine was the first.
Vine was the first, and it shall not be the worst.
I think Vine is okay though. That created some types of memories. After Vine died, man, I still say shit like free Shavakadu.
Question though, is that just you or is that your nostalgia?
It's my nostalgia.
It's just nostalgia. You know what the worst part is? The moment TikTok goes away, people will be like, "Oh, I miss TikTok. It was so much better than Vine." Skibbity was a thing.
Oh, hell no.
I'm pretty sure people are Vine maybe is if TikTok falls.
Think of it this way, folks. Eventually, kids will be saying Skibbity, and you'll be the old folks.
And then nobody liked Musical.ly before it became TikTok. Because Musical.ly was supposed to be the Vine replacement.
Yeah.
And then Musical.ly was bought out by TikTok, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I did not know that, but I guess that makes sense as their logo is kind of like or 2 quarter notes, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh god, Musical.ly was a weird place.
Well, but technically, even Twitch used to be Justin TV, so I guess everything starts somewhere.
It was called Justin TV?
Yep, Justin.tv.
Also, people are saying, like, you don't have time to enjoy long-form content. I would agree, but then sometimes people actually listen. Like, I have a lot of people who actually listen to my streams, especially hot takes. You know what they do? They actually go to work and they put earbuds in, and while they're working, they listen to my thing.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I do that with a lot of people's streams during work. I just listen to people's streams in the background while I do shit,
See?
or I watch
Yeah.
long form content on
And like I
YouTube.
said,
I was
Fahrenheit.
re-listening to the FNAF lore the other day.
Oh God.
Nice. Good night,
Yeah.
Ella.
Night, Ella.
Good
Kick is
night.
gonna turn into
dreams,
punch. Fair.
Hmm.
But you get my point. Like when it comes to like short form, yeah, it'll shrink your attention span, but just try and moderate it. You know, be moderate about it. Pretty
Yeah, I
much
agree
just
with
have
that.
stream in background basically. Good night, toast. Oh no, he's saying good night, Ella. Good night, Ella.
Oh my god, he's using my twerk. Sorry.
Oh, I forgot you had that.
I just got a twerk. That's the ultra
like
twerk though.
Big button, you
The
cannot
ultra
lie.
booty.
You otherwise can't deny. I wish I could sing the rest of the song, but I don't know it.
And you might get flagged.
I would get flagged.
I still find that silly. Just if you are just singing a song and you can still get instantly flagged for notoriety of copyright.
Yeah.
I think that's Twitch's system
It's
kind of going
down.
haywire. It killed my New Year's stream the other night.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry,
Really?
mate.
I'm actually so surprised. I've done so many spontaneous karaoke things, or I just sing while I'm playing Valorant or something, and I have my audio split, so
Yeah, that's
I
why.
can't split my audio because I'm restreaming. This is already on YouTube.
Yeah, mine wasn't a split issue. It was the fact that visually you could see the ball drop, and like it was an in world like at VR chat. So think of like the TV being behind me and watching it on a big screen TV, and that was being picked up in real time, and they were basically blocking the stream.
You know what you should have done, right? We should have gone to that one VR world that was doing their own version of the VR ball drop.
I thought about it, and in retrospect, that probably would have been the smarter choice.
Yeah, that's why I say we do for next year, actually.
Assuming they have that world for next year, they
Well,
may
they
not.
did it for
but-
last
I'm sure
year.
But yeah, we'll see.
It wouldn't
Here.
make any sense
wouldn't
why
it
they
just
would.
be a normalized ball drop room
Yeah.
or something?
Why did you sound so sad when you said
Crazy.
ball drop?
Oh, my tummy hurt.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm out of topics. So unless you guys have
Mhm.
anything else you want to talk about,
Whoops.
She said, "Are you getting tired?"
I feel like she's just hungry. Have you actually
Little.
eaten?
I had 4 slices of pizza
Oh.
an hour before I rated you.
Oh.
So an hour before you started streaming, 4 hours ago.
4 hours
So
ago.
my hunger meter will
So-
go up again in an hour. I mean, I was eating chocolate and stuff, but
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh.
yeah, I had okay, so my work got these like nutcrackers from Costco, and they had these like chocolates in them.
Ooh.
That's what I've been eating.
sorry. I like to think of. I got nutcrackers. Yeah, nutcrackers.
I don't like that idea.
I don't like that idea.
I forgot I'm in a room full of guys. I was like, what are you guys being so comfortable about? It's just, I can't.
And then it's like, oh.
Oh,
I couldn't figure it out for a second.
yeah, nutcracker.
I guess it I think it's a little more awkward that I said that I like man tits and the whole room's full of guys.
I mean, I do my bench presses. I can't speak for Sire Omni, but I know I do my bench presses.
It's not even like you don't it's not pecs. It's just man tits. I like them when they're squishy. Okay. It's like women tits. Well, man tits are so much better.
Again, you are the only person I have met so far that's so
Really?
that's passionately out talks about like
You know,
what is something
I mean,
about the
yeah,
hair that
You
like.
know what? You're a diamond in the rough.
You know, but yeah, I gotta give you credit. You know what you like, and you're proud of it. I gotta give you props for that.
Mm.
Oh god, I just I'm sorry, I can't go on anymore. I don't say anything that's gonna get the switch.
No, this ain't.
You know what? I'm kind of curious to hear what you would say, though. And
Yeah,
you try like make it as
lemon
violent.
titties.
Uh-huh.
Like you just wanna numb
Nom
and
nom
like
nom.
lem.
just motor.
You want
Just
them lemon?
motorboat.
You want to numb and limb on them, you know?
Yeah,
And
sleep on them.
yeah,
That time.
yeah.
Is it
sleep
is
on
it
'em.
is it pretty much just like the? Hold on, let me see if I can find that image.
It doesn't even have to be sexual or anything, man.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
just-
nap time.
It's hot, yeah.
Okay.
Like, they just gotta be squishy. I gotta at least have a solid. It doesn't have to be a full handful, but it's gotta be like at least half a handful. My
Okay.
palms gotta at least be able to squish down, and there's like some cushioning, you know.
I'm gonna be honest.
Mm.
People's hands are usually bigger than my face.
Probably, I'm like looking at my
But to be fair, but to be fair, Sai, you're also the same person that's been mistaken. It's like, oh, are you sure you don't want a kids meal?
Oh god.
Oh my god, you could get a kids discount, bro. You could do that. You could get a
I went to,
discount.
okay, no. You don't understand. I went to a McDonald's once. This is before this. I've actually made it a game. So I'll go through the drive-thru, and you know what I'll hear, please, I'll order my food. You know, I'll get like a Big Mac or something. Next thing you know, it's just like, okay, that'll be this much at the window. Please pull forward, ma'am. I pull forward, and you know what? I get there, and the best part is, here you go, ma'am. Here's your food. And then the deepest
Ma'am
tone
is
voice I can do, I go, thanks.
Very out. He calls her out. Very out.
Or sometimes, yeah, I'll actually make it worse. I go, thank you, hi. Yeah, let's just fucking drive off. But the thing is this, I've also made it a joke. I actually try and keep track of how many, if they can get it right or not.
Oh my god, you got like a tally mark on your dashboard.
Kind of. I went to, I think it was like KFC. Ordered, got there, and then they're like, please pull forward. And I was like, yeah, here you go. It's like, and then they like, please pull forward. Ma'am was like, oh, they got me on ma'am. So let's see if they get to the window. I get to the window, and their eyes wide and go, I'm so sorry.
I
So
thought
funny.
you were. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to call you. Yeah, I actually made it worse one time. I made it so bad. I'm sorry, but I went to the window. It's like, I'm so sorry. You should be. I identify as a man.
He's just messing with them at this point.
I did. I feel awful about it, but I did do it once. I swear. I'm being
Oh,
honest.
no.
I had to park in the park just so I could stop laughing.
I don't
Be
know.
honest,
Do you
I was
get
probably an
the
asshole.
thing
I was gonna be honest, I'm an asshole for it, but that was great.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No.
That's so funny. But the thing is, sometimes in those windows, they can see how you look. Because
Yes.
there's a camera sometimes.
Okay, so
So that's
little
even the
little tip.
worst part.
I have long hair, so it goes down to nearly my
Oh.
shoulders. So yeah, and I
it's
keep it very well
weird.
kept. It's very nice hair.
Mhm.
So it's very flowy. It blows in the wind. I look like Thor.
A L'Oreal commercial.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So
you
it,
really don't want to admit it. Like, you could just
but the
hear
problem
it.
is
It's like,
from it's worse. My boss pulled up the security cameras to make sure everything was good one day, and then I saw myself walking like, oh, I'm so short in that. Ah.
My god.
No. You know the worst part
God.
is, I have people sometimes call me, are you a man or are you a mouse? The answer, thank you, Tommy, for your follow. Welcome to the coffee crew. The first cup is always on me, and yes, I'm a mouse.
So should we start on you Ratatouille?
You know what the worst part is? I actually, before I became an imp, my first idea of a VTuber was actually getting my brother to join me and him be like a Tom and Jerry type thing.
Oh,
I was gonna have
that's
him be
actually
the cat
so
and me be the mouse.
Oh, that would have been an interesting duo.
That would have been a very interesting VTuber duo.
If I ever re-debut, that's probably what I'll try and do. Just have him be Tom and me be Jerry. I think it'd be awesome.
Oh my
And
god.
a mouse just respond with "I'm a cow" and scream.
I'm a cow. Moo!
I'm a cow. Oh my gosh.
Just don't do that with a drill instructor. They will love you and put you on your face faster than you can breathe.
Can't confirm.
So, question: have you guys had any fun in the drive-through?
In the what?
In the drive-through.
Oh, the drive-through? Any fun? Can't say I have. I
Damn.
try to not make their days any harder than it needs to, and I'm usually pretty bad at making like a light conversation or a funny one with them.
Oh,
most
actually,
of the
I
time
do
it's
have another
tired.
one. Like, I was coming home once because I just got finished with work. I was going to grab food because I hadn't eaten up at that point. It's been like an 8-hour shift, so I'm starving at to that point, right?
Huh?
Because it was just so busy, I never got to eat. So I just I fucking got to a fucking food place, and you know what happens? 3 cop cars just go down the street, and I'm like, "What the hell happened?" No, there was a shootout over there. The cops have federal snipers out there. They got some drones and shit.
Drones and shit.
We got some drones and federal snipers. It's been a thing all day. So if you're going that way, the road's closed. I was like, okay, average.
It's
But-
hilarious.
Oh yeah, but no, the worst part is that was
Oh
the
my.
exact accent.
That's
My
awesome.
god.
They were federal
That-
snipers.
I thought you said, at first I thought you said federal snappers. And
It kind of sounded like that, but it was snipers. Oh gosh. But yeah, no, I saw that one. I was like, damn, an eventful night for them. Yeah, they stood up all night. Worst part is there was another one the next day.
oh my, what is it, Chicago?
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, they had like 3 towns and snipers and shit everywhere. There was at least 100 guys.
Right, most times those snipers, sniper experts had the most action. But good God, that is ridiculous.
It was a big thing actually. I think they like closed an entire bridge to a different town.
Oh my god.
It's wild here.
Gee, no kidding. I'm concerned. How long this sounds like Grand Theft Auto? Just
Honestly,
slowly
it got
happens.
worse for like because the thing is like they had a car crash.
What?
Because the thing is this actually before that there was a car crash in an intersection that like had like 6 fire trucks, 3 like I think 3 police officers and like 2 ambulances. Then another one happened like a few hours later, and then that was also the same day with the snipers and shit.
Oh my God, dude!
I know,
Get
right?
out of there!
Holy frick.
I wish I
What
was
is this,
joking
like-
too.
What is this? The location where Free Guys was freaking made?
I guess.
Maybe, is this where the zombie apocalypse was starting and they managed to thwart it somehow?
Maybe. I don't know. There was a lot of activity that day. I know I had to actually. It was the other day. Actually, I had to go around because there was another car crash right in the one area I needed to take to actually get home. So I had to take the other way home, and it took me an extra like hour.
Holy
Oh, what?
frick.
It's an hour?
Yeah, because that entire road was
Hour is
blocked off. There was
crazy.
like 7, like another 6 fire
Holy
trucks and
crap.
shit.
Wait, how long would it
Jeez.
normally take you if
It
that
takes
path
like
was-
30 minutes the way I go, but then you have to take because I got like halfway through it, then they blocked off the one road and I couldn't get through it, so I had to take the road back to where I was originally and then take another 30 minutes to get to the other way. So it's like the 30 minutes added up to
Ooh.
it.
Jeez.
Oof. No bueno.
Yeah. And then,
Nah,
then
okay.
actually, yeah, yesterday one of the buildings in town also caught fire.
I need to know like the statistics of accidents to crime rates.
I don't want.
A week. The worst
I
part,
don't want to live where this man lives.
The worst
Like,
part-
I don't want to move.
the worst part is, I feel like because I said all this, you guys aren't going to believe it. Like, I cross my heart, swear to God, it actually happened. Like, it was actually near a drugstore. We were kind of worried about getting high.
Considering I had something similar happen in one of my on-call or days, I was actually in a parking lot of a Shell station working with one of my customers, and I work for law enforcement, so I kind of need context here. And I was halfway through fixing his computer so he could get his dispatch, and he got a call over the radio. Yeah, active shooter about a half mile from, and he gave the address to the intersection I was at. And that was a half mile from where I was at. I was like, I'm just going to go, your computer's working. It's not optimal, but it's doing something. I'm just going to let you go and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
He was like, good call. I'll give you the report later. And he got in his car and sped off. I was like, nope, I'm leaving. Bye. And I went south.
It's been a crazy week. I'm going to be honest. Oh gosh, but I'm gonna be honest with that. I say we should call it a night, and we're gonna go and raid someone. The question is, who do we raid? Does anyone have suggestions? Anyone on the mind? Let's see who's live.
Well,
Oh,
I think we
Akani's
only
live.
have one mutual. Yeah, Aka.
Let's see if we can raid the Aka. He's doing
He's
spooky
probably gonna
things.
be streaming.
Are you talking about Akane Awake? or is
Akani
it
awake,
someone else?
yes.
Yeah.
Let's raid him. So thank you guys. I'm wondering, because the thing is this, I've been trying to do a lot more stuff, and then everyone seems to really be enjoying hot takes again. So I was thinking of trying to bring it back to a weekly series, but I'm still not sure yet, just because it does take a lot out of me to do these hot takes, because I have to come up with topics, I have to find the people to join and all this stuff. So it's a lot. Yeah, I gotta research the topics too. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I'll be thinking about that, but we're gonna be doing that. But tomorrow I'm not streaming, but I will be probably joining a few other people in their streams on Elden Ring. And if you guys want to get most of the information of when I'm going to be streaming, it's in my Discord right now, because I can't tweet for like 2 days because fucking Twitter decided to shadow ban me. So that's the whole thing. But I can't tweet or reply, so that's the whole thing. But either way, I'll be in my Discord. Feel free to message me there, and feel free to get updates there and everything else. But I will see you guys probably next Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for being here. Everyone go follow Shizu, go follow Omni, go follow Ray. These guys are the literal best of the best. And good night, everybody. Ray.
Don't follow me. I'm not that good.
Good night, everybody.
Night, guys.
I'm waving my hand like they can fucking see. And I got your shout out.
Hey, Bray.
Because I'm a mod.